Good morning in the sky, skydivers. Get everything set up here. Hi, Sammy. I'm getting everything set up right here. So I got to jump up in the last minute. Say, oh, I got my water. Good morning, Crystal King. No problem, Crystal. I believe in the power of prayer. Okay, now let me set my hour right here. Good morning, Michelle A. Thank you, Sammy. I know it's been a long introduction, but I'm coming right now. R-A-T, rat. Right now. Hey, thank you for the diamonds as you come in. Good morning, Paulette. Wow, thank you very much. That's so good. I always like to start with 20 or more, so this is good right here. As people seep in very slowly, I'm fine with that. Good morning, Still Shady. Good morning, Just Read My Book. Good morning, all the sky people so far. I love my sky diamonds. Rochelle. Good morning. Shell Whitfield, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Okay, let me start getting this gadget together here, y'all. Yes, indeed. Okay, with that, that's enough for me to start off with. Good morning, everybody. I just had my sip with y'all. But y'all just clicked on just a second ago. We'll have us another really quick sip. Bon appetit. Well, that's when you eat food. I don't know what you call when you're drinking coffee. Besides scratch delicious. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna get right on to it. Right on to it. Now there has been a viral video going around for the last few days. I have been seeing it around, and I have not really, well, actually spoken at all. Money Purple Peach, Aaron Washington, Shani. But everybody is starting to speak on it too. I said, let me go ahead and put my intake on it because I know a lot of y'all have seen it already. So I got a couple of things I'm gonna talk about before I get to the actual YouTube news, like I normally do. Now, this young lady had this stuff called Gorilla Glue, and she sprayed it on her hair. And turns out she couldn't wash it out of her hair. She even went to the emergency room at the hospital. They gave her acetone, which acetone is like fingernail polish remover, spring water. You know, they was trying to wash it out there. It wouldn't come out. I don't know if it was the amount that she sprayed on it or what, or why, what made her think she can do that or whatever. I had never even heard of Gorilla Glue until this story. So yesterday I saw Willie D speaking on it, Willie D Live. Okay, and then several other content creators has been speaking on it. Because from what I hear now is she's wanting to sue the hospital. Let me read a little bit of this, and then I'm gonna show you who she is. This woman used Gorilla Glue instead of hairspray. She ended up in the hospital. And from what I hear, she stayed there 18 hours. A Louisiana woman was sought medical treatment after mistakenly using Gorilla Glue spray adhesive in place of actual hairspray. Now, I don't think she mistakenly did that because clearly when she bought it, clearly she could see on there Gorilla Glue. Now, when I first heard that word Gorilla Glue, I was thinking it was something that you use for your hair, like for example, that mane. What is it? What is it called? Horse mane that you can put on wigs, face hair, or whatever. You know, but something made for the hair, but have a name like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Jessica Brown's plight went viral early or in February after she revealed that her hair had been stuck in the same style for a month since she substituted her usual got to be glue spray with the individual strength glue when she ran out. So evidently there is a spray called glue spray and the name of got to be glue. So when she ran out, she got the actual Gorilla spray. And for a whole month, wow, my hair, it don't move. You hear what I'm telling you? It don't move. She said in the original video posted to TikTok. Now, I'm going to play her a little bit, y'all, and let y'all see. Okay. Wow. My hair has been like this for about a month now. Let me turn this around. Let me turn this around. When I like, finish it off with the little got to be glue spray, just to keep it in place. Well, I didn't have any more got to be glue spray, so I used this Gorilla Glue spray. Bad, bad, bad idea. Yo, look, my hair. But I'm wondering, y'all, why she go buy this stuff anyway? It seems like if you ran out with stuff that you really could put on your hair, just go buy some more. I'm really confused as to why she even bought this. Anyway. I've washed my hair 15 times and it don't move. Stiff wear. Woo. Wow. My hair. So I'm going to tell y'all like this. If you ever run out of got to be glue. Oh, wow. My phone is so sensitive, y'all. It just went off on me. Let me get it back to where I was. Wait a minute, y'all. This phone is so sensitive. I don't know how I did that. Okay, let me get back to where I was. Okay, come on, girl. Yeah, let me get. I barely touch my phone. Sometimes it just goes off. Okay, here we go. Hey, y'all. But those of y'all that I got to start from the beginning. So I'm just going to show y'all again how intact that it is until we get to the part where I was. when I do my finish it off with got to be glue spray, just to keep it in place. Well, I didn't have any more got to be glue spray, so I used this. Don't y'all buy that? Gorillaglue spray. Bad, bad, bad idea. Yo, look, my hair, it don't move. You hear what I'm telling you? It don't move. I've washed my hair 15 times and it don't move. Stiff wear. Woo! My hair. So I'm gonna tell y'all like this. If you ever run out of got to be glue spray, I don't think nobody crazy enough to put that kind of stuff in their hair. I don't know why she's saying don't y'all use it. Okay? That's it right there. If you want to see the whole thing, it's on Instagram. First of all, why would somebody want their hair slicked down like that anyway? All you got to do is get the other stuff that I use. Let me show y'all that I use sometimes. And then they got all kinds. The Pro Style. If you want to slick your hair down, why couldn't you just get some of this? I don't get it. I don't understand that. Why couldn't you just get some of this? Or any other brand that they have to slick your hair down. Now I find out that she wants to sue the company. Okay? Now, I don't know if she's going to win or not, because now on the can it says, don't let it get on your clothes, your skin, anything like that. So her lawsuit is on the basis of they don't have on there, don't put on hair. But I guess they figured people got common sense that they're not going to put nothing like that on their hair. Y'all get what I'm saying? I don't get that at all. Now, I know they're going to fight it. But let me see, wow, what Fox News is saying. This has really went viral. Woman who styled hair with Gorillaglue reportedly considering lawsuit after hospital visit. The makers of Gorillaglue have wished Tashak is Tessica. I don't know how to pronounce it. Brown. Anyway, Tashak Brown, the best following news of her sticky situation. She's thinking about sticking it to the glue manufacturer. Tashak Brown, the Louisiana woman who styled her hair with Gorillaglue and later sought medical treatment for her hardened head of hair, may soon file a lawsuit against the makers of the product, according to a new report. Brown had originally shared her story last week in a TikTok video viewed nearly 21 million times as of Tuesday morning. In it, she admitted to using Gorillaglue spray adhesive on her head after running out of preferred brand of hairspray. Why didn't this woman just go buy some hairspray? Original sound, Teresa Brown alleged that she hadn't been able to remove the glue since spraying it on her hair due about a month before, and ultimately took herself to the emergency room over the weekend, where they apparently instructed her to use sterilized water in a nail polish remover pad to remove the adhesive, which is acetone. Now, I'm going to get all of y'all take on this. Now, sources for TMZ claim that Brown has hired a lawyer to look into a case against Gorillaglue, seeing as the product itself warns against use on the skin and eyes, but not the hair. TMZ sources further claim that Brown had even tried softening the glue with rubbing alcohol at the suggestion of folks at Gorillaglue. Now, I don't know what to say about that. I think it's her fault. You knew it was glue. Actually, I think if it was me, I think what I would do, you know how our hair can just lay down slick, how people used to get finger waves and their hair lay down slick and it grows under that. Well, the new growth will come up, then cut it off. Because the way this sounds, it's not going to never just come out of the hair as is. If you run out of your product, lady, don't go. Just get you some hairspray. Go get this stuff I just showed y'all. They got another brand I was using too. Let me see for myself. Just go get you some stuff, some kind of gel. But the new growth under it. So I don't know if she's gonna beat that lawsuit or what. But I don't think they didn't put hair. So Usually when it's a product we're not supposed to use on the skin, our eyes, they'll say that. But everything, nobody never mentions hair in the first place. I even have this kind. This lustrous silk. So when I wear my fur or want to lay my edges or sideburns down, I got two kinds to do it. I never was a person that used hairspray even back in the day when I was wearing my natural all the time. It was sheen, all sheen, you know. So anyway, that's one subject. Now let me get to my next subject because it looks like I got 3 or 4 subjects this morning, y'all. Let me get to them. A lot of you guys, younger generation, well, I guess you heard about, of course, everybody heard about the Supremes or whatever. I know a lot about it because my older sister's playing their music. Everybody knew about Diana Ross and Supremes. Well, one of the founders, one of the original Supremes, Mary Wilson, has passed away at the age of 76. She's a founding member of the Supremes. Okay, one of the original ones of the Supremes. Now, a lot of y'all, you know, Black music history, know who that is. Okay. So anyway, Mary Wilson, a founding member of the Supremes, has died at the age 76. And her publicist told CNN. Wilson passed away suddenly this evening, according to a statement from her longtime friend and publicist. Wow. I still want to hear their songs. You know what I'm saying? These people are legends. Yes, they are. The singer was at a home in Henderson, Nevada. Henderson is a little town. I tell y'all, they got Henderson, G, Nevada, little towns outside Las Vegas. Well, they've grown by now. Anyway, she's survived by her daughter, son, several grandchildren, a sister, and a brother. Wow. Wilson was a trendsetter who broke down social, racial, and gender barriers, Swart said in a statement. She began her career in Detroit in 1959 as a singer in what was then called the Primates. Some of us wasn't born, but we know that because, you know, like right now to this day, they play old music. They went on to become the Supremes, but in the beginning, they were called the Primates. And I seen that story how they first started off that as that name, and then somebody, I don't know, it was Gordy Berry suggested Supremes. Motown's most successful group of the 1960s with 12 #1 singles, including Where Did Our Love Go, Baby Love, and Stop in the Name of Love. Stop in the Name of Love. That's the song Juicy Booty was teasing me about when I had on that wig with the blue highlights. Y'all see me on sometime? He thought it was funny that she got on a Supremes wig, you know. Anyway, that's the song he was singing. Their influence not only carries on in contemporary R&B, soul, and pop, they also help pave the way for mainstream success by Black artists across all genres, the statement said. Okay, so it goes on to tell you about the Billboards. In 2018, Billboard celebrate the 60th anniversary of Motown and a list of the hot 100 top artists of all time and listed Supreme as number 16 according to the statement. Williams' legacy went beyond singing, as Watts noted. She became a best-selling author, motivational speaker, businesswoman, and U.S. cultural ambassador, he said. So, to those of y'all on here that know who that is, know the music, younger ones, look up some Black music history. Of course, you're going to hear just like you hear about Marvin Gaye, James Brown, all the other ones that paved the way in music. You know about the Supremes. You know about the Supremes. Okay, moving it right along to the YouTube stuffuses, y'all. To the YouTube stuffuses. Now, everybody and their mama have seen the interview with Bonky Deneva and Tashak. Y'all, what do y'all think about that? Really, really. Now, I think it still hurt on both sides. I'll tell you why. Because Bonky Deneva said the other day that he was just done. After 6 years, he was done. But he's been making his rounds. Now, do y'all think when I started dropping late, he went a little bit too far when he started speaking up under her clothes? Okay, but you know, and I remember when they did their interview when Cherie Whitfield was building that house, Michelle was filming it. He had on the dress his hair, he had a mic, he was in front of the house that was still being built. I think it had been 2 or 3 years into the house being built. Now, that was the first time that I really even knew Michelle A.T. Alien, because like I keep telling y'all, I found Funky Geneva because I've always been a Twitter person. I'm still a Twitter person. I used to think Instagram is ghetto, and I don't know. I still kind of think like that because you can go over there and do it, but I've always been a Twitter person. I'm still a Twitter person. Y'all can look me up on Twitter if y'all want to. Eventually, I'm going to list everything. But anyway, so she calls Tasha K Little Boosie. Now, when Funky Geneva and who was that fell out? Funky Geneva and Michelle, when they first fell out, and she knew that Kaya had a problem over there. She ran over there to Kaya, uninvited. Kaya never told her to come over there to where she was performing at. Now, I don't even remember the breakdown between Kaya and Michelle A.T. Alien, but I know for some reason her and Tasha K always had bad blood between them. I feel like Michelle is still hurt even after 6 years, even though she got that $6,000. But I remember her garnishing a check for $3,000. She said that I'm just finding out that she actually got the whole $6,000. She's telling the story how she let him stay there rent free for 3 months. He stole the machine, the all dookie on the floor. We get all that. We heard all the story over and over and over again. She even had bad blood between her and Claudia Jordan. I think her beef with Claudia was she wanted Claudia to invite her to a show. Claudia said, no, you never invited me to your show or something like that. But Claudia don't like her either. From what I understand, Claudia made a statement also. The biggest thing everybody keeps saying about Michelle A.T. is that she smells like fish or she has a bad odor. Now, I told y'all yesterday, I know somebody that has a bad odor and they don't know it. Even her siblings and people won't even say it because they don't want her to feel it. It's just the breath and the body. So when I was speaking of, I said that the other day, Ronnie Q says something that's called nose blind. Because everybody know first if they smell the mustard, you smell yourself first. Now, she likes a lot of seafood because when her and Kaya finally fell out, Kaya was saying how she loved them shrimp. Now, take it back to Juicy Booty. He used to say she always was sucking down shrimps and eating chicken wings or sucking down chicken wings and eating shrimp. So she was called out to be, according by Funky Geneva, as a Presbyterian. I didn't know what that was. So, because at first I thought it was some kind of religious group. So, of course, I had to go Google it. Now I'm going to read what a Presbyterian is. I said, what is a Presbyterian? Because it sounded like that church religion, Presbyterian, but it's not, y'all. But it's not. It's something totally different. Now I'm going to read that to you. It is pronounced Presbyterian. Now, according to this, Presbyterian eats seafood and vegetables. They don't really eat pork, chicken, and beef. That's what that is. It sounds to me closer to a vegetarian, but it's not. And she loves a lot of seafood, according to her. So the best way I can see it explaining is that y'all know how they say the Indian race, Hindus or whatever you call them, they use a lot of curry. So they have an odor about themselves, and it's as the curry sweats out of their body. Just like we probably have a distinctive odor because of food we eat. So I'm assuming that she eats so much fish. That's why. Because every time you see her eating, it was shrimp. So that's what the Presbyterian is. Now, let me see if I can read a little bit of it. Or some Presbyterian stuff, but I never knew that. Now, this is telling about the Presbyterian diet, pros, cons, and what you can eat. I never knew that. I don't know. Some of y'all probably didn't know it either. Wow. Successful eating plans need to be individualized and take the whole person into consideration prior to starting this diet. Some kind of diet. The Presbyterian diet is a vegetarian diet. Also, it is the same. That includes fish or other aquatic animals. The word pesc means fish in Italian. So those who include fish in their otherwise vegetarian diet have come to be called by this term. Sometimes people who follow this eating plan are also called pesco-vegetarians or pescatarians. Now, did anybody ever know about that? tell you, you're never too old to learn something. This is new. I thought Presbyterian, religion, but it's felt different. So other than the inclusion of seafood, there are no strict guidelines that determine what a pescatarian versus what is vegetarian. There are no rules that define how often you need to eat fish in order to be considered a pescatarian. For example, you may be a vegetarian who only occasionally eats fish, or you may include it in every meal. Presbyterians can get their protein from seafood, plant-based sources such as linguines, and sometimes eggs and dairy products. This approach to eating can easily make for a balanced diet that provides all necessary nutrients. So that's something new that I learned too. That's why he said that she's a Presbyterian. Now, I don't think he should have went as far as he did by talking on her clothes like that. Oh my God, he said the most over there, y'all. I mean, Funky didn't even went all the way in. Tasha K didn't really, not Tasha, yeah, Tasha K didn't really have to ask a lot of questions. He was just volunteering and talking about everything. He's big man. But I got to come back to what he said, though, the other day, that he was done. And when you're done, you don't really like that. You don't speak on a person. So there's some hurt on both sides, or he just really tired of talking about him because he said she been talking about him for 6 years and he don't even discuss her. That's what he said. But maybe she can't, because the way he made it sound is she really don't have much friends in real life. Now you got Kaya saying she smelled like fish, got a bad odor. You had Bob Whitfield, and that was new to me also. I didn't know that Michelle A.T. Alien had once dated Bob Whitfield. He said it. Claudia said it. A lot of people said she's got an odor. So maybe she is one of those ones that don't smell herself first. Okay, now let's get to this other story, y'all. How long have I been talking? Almost 30 minutes. Okay, I'm almost there. I'm almost done. Whew, y'all, this is another one that's going to break people's heart. Shout out to Just Because she found this story. Introducing Let me get the commercial down. This just happened. It did. This just happened. This is a sad story. I'm going to let y'all listen to it.
Bruh, I was on my trash route. I just seen this gray car parked in the field. There was a dude who had the little 10-year-old girl. I just saved her life, bro. I just saved that little girl's life, bro. Thank God, bro. They got him now. Come on, man.
Wow.
They saved that little girl thanks to two Pelican drivers, man. Thank y'all, man. We're gonna need to get some information from y'all. Gotcha, man. Man, I'm serious, man. That's sad, dog. That's sad, cuz. I see that little girl like, man. Little girl that 10 years old, man. On my job, dog. On my job. Amber Alert this morning. Come on, man. Silver car and everything, bro. Y'all need to say this shit, dog. Like, for real. Like, man, that's why I tell people, dog. People always want, man, that's wild, cuz. And like I said, people act like they see stuff, but they don't want to say nothing. Man, look, the car right there, the little girl's safe right now. She's safe right now. She's safe,
wow.
Bro.
So what he's talking about, that's a 10-year-old girl that got kidnapped, and the Amber Alert just went out, and they found the sanitation workers found her just like that. They saved the little girl's life because they don't tell her what the dude was going to do. And they really paid attention to the kind of a car, and they was out on their route, and they seen that car park way over the field. Let me let y'all hear some more.
You know what I mean? On my job, doing what I gotta do, dog. You know what I mean? Bro. I just told my what you call it. I say, man, look, check this out. You know what I mean? That's God, bro. That's why I say, man, that man is real. A lot of people don't believe in him, but hey, they need to start believing in him, cuz.
So they basically showing that the officers are there. They're going back there to get the little girl out the car, but they're not saying right now at this point was she harmed. Had he gotten around to doing to her whatever it is he wanted the due to or whatever, they just saying she's safe. Let me read this copyright thing. Copyright disclaimer, section 107 of Copyright Act 1976 allows to make for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Wow.
Man, bro, we just got the little girl, man. Like for real, dude.
Wow.
Look the code, bro. That's why I tell people, bro. Watch your children, bro. Watch your children, bro. I got kids. You know what I'm saying? Little girl, she safe, dude. She safe. Believe that. You know what I'm saying? She safe. She good? Yeah, I'm live. I'm live and direct. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm about to join your shit. Man, and something told me, bro. Something told me. Like, just look. I said, what that car doing way ducked off in the field like that? What the car do ducked off? Guess what?
No, Miss Bizarro, some girl had got kidnapped. And the Amber Alert went out, and this dude on his route, sanitation worker,
you know what I mean?
seen the car that was described in the Amber Alert.
Man,
they stopped there, noticed it was the silver car, and called the police.
Bruh, I ain't lying, bro.
That's what happened.
You know
so
what I'm saying?
He saved the little girl's life, because they no telling when the dude got done with it, whatever, whoever he was, the kidnapper, ain't no telling what he would have done to her after he raped, beat, or whatever he was doing to the little girl back there. So that's what this is about. He found the little girl. He right. Pay attention to the Amber Alerts. Okay? So that's the gist of it. I'm not going to play the whole 8-minute video. But the guy, I think it said is in Iberia, Louisiana. I think that's where this happened at. Let me see. I'm going to tell y'all for sure. Okay, because I saw the whole story. Okay, I think it's Iberia, Louisiana. I don't know. Maybe I'm pronouncing it right. I don't know if I am pronouncing it right or not. But he found a little girl, I'll tell you that. So thank God for him. You know what I'm saying? That the little girl was found. You know? Ain't no telling what else the dude would done to the little girl. Ain't no, you know what I'm saying? You got it just in time. Wow, y'all. See, that's what I'm saying. You do have to watch your kids closely. You really do. And this just happened 18 hours ago. Just 18 hours ago. He said he wanted everybody to share, which I'm sharing, because he wants the point to get out there and watch your children. Watch your children. The missing girl was rescued. So now all we're doing is waiting for the 2 toddlers to be found. And I pray to get found alive. I pray that nothing, harm them, because they be body harvesting and all kind of stuff these days, y'all. And let me take this time out to go up now and look at my thing and speak to some folks. I just jumped right into it since I had 2 or 3 or 4 different things to talk about this morning, because I still got to get through the other YouTube stuff I'm going to talk about. Y'all probably know what I'm going to get to. Yes, I am. Avatar Nation. Lord, what is wrong with Kwani? Why does she think she actually be giving everybody great advice? You know what I'm saying? Why does she feel that way? Okay, and even if I'm speaking to y'all, let's see. Oh, okay. I don't see that one. Oh, this new Iberia. This is what I'm talking about. Okay. Yeah. Okay. But girl, she did the same thing she did every time she go up there. Whenever somebody trying to talk, she want to talk over. Now, Spilly Boy was explaining the difference of trying to without her running her mouth. She seems like, to me, she was trying to get some mess going on between Terry P and Spilly Boy. That's just my take on it. Spilly Boy have always said, and still say right now, he think that Fifi is gorgeous. She's beautiful, and she is from what I see of her. She's always dressed nice, her hair and nails and face, everything's on fleek. He's explaining he's attracted to her. He's a gay man. He'll never lay down with her, but he's attracted to her. We all understand that. And he loved Terry P in a different way. There's a difference. There's 2 different relationships. She act like she didn't understand. She understood. She understood. So, what do you love, Terry P? Like you say you love. Yeah, Fifi. He trying, yes, he does. But there's two different relationships. Just like we all have relationships. And there's a different kind of love, there. People have a different kind of feeling, but at the same time, they're equal. And first of all, Fifi is gorgeous. So he's attracted to her. But he's not as attracted to that avatar, Terry Pion. He ain't never saw her, I'm assuming. If I'm wrong, he would say it. If he hear my chat, he'd say if he saw her or not. See, he see the beauty of Fifi, but he's looking at an avatar with Terry P. But I guess he still, visualized or whatever. I don't know if he saw her in real life or not. But we seen Fifi. So I can't say if Terry P is beautiful or not. But he do like a persona here that I know of. That's beautiful to him. He see her heart. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it is. No, he's not attracted to the avatar, but he's attracted to her, and he love her. He love all his people he close to, but everybody's individual, Kwani. She always sounded like she just be doing the most over there, y'all. I mean, and she really thinks she be giving out advice. She don't realize how angry and stupid she sounds. I don't care if she is in my bushes and hear about this. That is how she sounds. Oh, y'all never got around to speaking, huh? Let me look back over here. Because I don't want to forget now, stir. Now I'm gonna speak to much as I can. Alfreda, Sweetness Galore, Miss Theo, Sabrina Clark, Paulette, whoever, Smooth Tennessee Whiskey, Miss Conspiracy, that's Miss Rosario, I think I spoke to you. And yeah, they found a little girl. That's a good thing. Oh my God, look at my likes, y'all. I don't know. This is just ridiculous. And I know people forget, but come on, y'all. I don't like having to pull teeth every morning. Heavy Bear. Oh, hey, Heavy Bear. What's up, Heavy Bear? Yeah, I kind of peeked over there at the folks. But you can be where you want to be. You ain't been nowhere dragging me, so I get it. Good morning, Blue Bottom, Krista King. And anybody else, as I go along, I'll speak. So, yeah, I'm trying to watch Sir King. And what I finna get on to after I speak about this part of it, Mr. Carruthers. Lord, I had never saw him get that angry at somebody. Let me get there. He was saying some stuff, y'all. I had to cover my sensitive ears. Okay? But Kwani is ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. As Billy Boy said before he went up there, let's not shout and argue. Let's just talk. Soon he started trying to talk. Boom. There you go. There you go. I even made a couple of negative comments myself. Because I was just getting in and I had to say something. It was just, I don't know, but that's Sir King's buddy. Then that's the only place panel she can go now at this point. Now she just forced herself to jump on people's stuff like some do and just sit there the whole time. Some people don't want to get up there, don't know how to say it, they got to say and get down. But anyway, it was just totally ridiculous. Let me have a sip of water, y'all. So I said she tried to get something going between us. And Terry was trying to explain she know he loves her and this and that, but she did choose, to be over there more because that's what she comfortable at. And if I'm not mistaken, I think she said she's going to leave YouTube for a minute. The question was, why don't you get your own thing on panel? It's the same as what people say that like to jump on panels. They don't want one. I guess they're afraid to be dogs or they don't have the time. But if you got time to sit on somebody's panel every day, all day, you have time for your own. Because once you get to be seen on somebody's panel regularly, then you are doing content. Then you are going to be mentioned. So don't ever think just because you ain't got your own that people ain't checking you out too. You become a regular. Good morning, my try, Angela, Shell, Risville, Lipstick, Alley Font. And do she be drinking? Because she could be one of them Betty Ford alcoholics. Y'all know what I mean when I say one of them Betty Ford alcoholics. Functioning. In real life, they have a drink before they go to work. They could be white collar workers too. It's a lot of alcoholics, from all the stress, their job and all that. A lot of alcoholics as well as some dope fiends, So anyway, back to what I was saying. Mr. Carruthers. I'm finna play it, Miss Theo. Where you at, Sir King? Because I got to play a little bit of Mr. Carruthers. Okay? I have to play. Y'all, well, then maybe y'all heard him cuss people out before. I don't know. I don't know. Some people just don't want to do YouTube. However, if you frequent streamer, you'll be treated as a kind. Exactly, and that's what's going on. That was wanted them to mention her to where that same night somebody went over there and mentioned her and put her up with a picture by it. You know what I'm saying? Because she was always over there on Brianna's. Now she resurfaced again, giving her reason why this happened, that happened. But I hear that Bree checked her, and she stood in her shit only after Bree checked her. You know, so that's what I hear, and I'm saying here because I didn't see it all. Okay. And I don't know what's going on with Lemon. He said that Fisher D spot came for him for no reason. But anyway, first let me go ahead and finish this up though with Mr. Carruthers. Where you at, Sir King? Okay, let me tell you, I'm on the wrong thing right, Chanda. Right here, right here. I like the way you do it right here, right here. Listen, y'all.
It don't make any difference. Because I got at least 30, 40 years on your punk ass.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me start. Take it back a little bit more where it begun. Let me take it back a little bit more before where it begun. Because I said, who is this Roger guy? And why is Carruthers going off? He have really rubbed him the wrong way. It's hard to get exactly. I got to let it start here then to get to it. All right, Eddie. Okay. I ain't gonna be able to get there, y'all. I'm gonna have to let it play until that part because it's hard to get exactly where you're trying to go. It's very hard. Okay, let me see.
It don't make any difference. Because I got at least 30, 40 years on your punk ass. And
So we're gonna leave it there until we get to him. Okay? So I can keep talking until we get there. So Terry P was deflecting. I knew exactly what game she was playing. She was hurt. SK didn't defend her. Meanwhile, she needed her own. Defend her though against what and what? Because Terry P you listen to it, Terry P, you be throwing some shade out there, girl. You be throwing some stuff out there. And the way you talk is if you can protect yourself. You can come up here and go back and forth with the best, like people do. And then, you know, we as conscious credit sometimes sit back and just let folks get out what it is they trying to get out and let it be done. And after a few minutes, then you slow them up and say, okay, y'all, it's enough. That's enough. It is what it is. Okay, and that's all to it. Stephanie Harding, good morning. Okay, Shell, well, she loves him and he isn't attracted to him. I have different relationship with all my exactly. Take it back. Exactly. Kawani is just a mess starter. She just be trying to get stuff going. Yeah, but not like last night. William went off the chain. That's what I'm saying. I'm finna play her right now. Yeah, I'm waiting for her to get to the man. Nobody picks on Jay Dunn. Well, yeah. So evidently there's another conversation going on about her too. Take it back. She doesn't have to mention him every 5 minutes. It brings negative attention to James. Yeah. I have the unpopular opinion. I feel Terry P is going through something, and well, she is. And ain't nobody bashing her. We just saying you got to stand in and leave like you saying you are. Because Terry P ain't no pushover, y'all. Now, I done heard her talk, especially when she be over there with Tracy now. Sometimes she would break stuff up and get it going herself. Yeah. So I don't think nobody picking on her. So, no, you're not different. You know, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. Well, let me start here.
I'm involved with, or whoever I get involved with, stay the fuck out of it.
I'm assuming he talking about him and Miguel.
Well, don't make your engagement public then. Well, look, I made it public because all you motherfuckers wanted to know when we were getting married. Okay, so now that y'all split up, we want to know what this is. It's your goddamn business. If you're smart enough, you'll be respectful enough not to even have those kind of goddamn questions. Well, I'm very disrespectful. I'm very disrespectful. Well, goddamn it, I'll be disrespectful to your ass then. You want to be disrespectful to me? It don't make any difference. Because I got at least 30 or 40 years on your punk ass. And I can talk about you being an ignorant ass young man. You probably got about 40, y'all. You have no respect. All 40 my ass. Man, look, You're stupid. You're ignorant. You're dumb. Okay, Roger? Fuck you in the hood. You rode in on and stay the fuck out of my life, buddy. Keep my name out your goddamn mouth, please, because I don't talk about your ass. I tried to be friendly with you to get you to respect me as an adult. Well, I can't respect you as a young adult. Stay the fuck out my life. I expected this, but you just popped up. I can't expect, I really expect nothing, because if you did, you would have been man enough or woman enough, whatever you are enough, to say that, okay, I respect Mr. Carruthers because he did tell me once, I'll leave it out. And since we broke up, all you motherfuckers want to know why. I'm not telling you why. I'm not saying why. It's our personal business. Now, if she wants to take you, that's on her. And well, don't be so angry about it. I'm not going to go backbite her and dog her out because of what she might tell y'all on the fucking platform. Okay, ain't nobody asked you to dog her out. Well, all right, so goddamn it, leave it alone. Okay, then why you alone? I'm just asking you to leave it alone. Be messing with somebody else. Don't fucking be messing with me, sir, please. Because I'm not trying to be messing with you, but you force my hand all the time. All right, Mr. Williams, I don't want you to stroke out over here now. Listen. I don't want you to worry about William Carruthers or what he's doing or what he plans on doing. All right, Mr. Williams.
Apparently so, Jessica B. Every time something going with alcohol. Don't drink.
You're so angry. Why are you so angry? It's from you because I get tired of motherfuckers always wanting to know my personal business. You put your whole relationship on YouTube. It don't have to be about engagements or nothing. Okay. You put it on YouTube, so you made it public when you I put it on YouTube so motherfuckers wouldn't have to be talking about it. Period. Okay. You know what I do. You know how I do it. You know motherfuckers even know where I live at. So I don't give a fuck, Roger. I don't understand that. Quit making me irrelevant to your ass, because you're not relevant to mine. That's all I'm saying. Calm down, Mr. William. Calm down. I don't think to fucking calm down because you sit up there and start a lot of bullshit. I'm calm as a motherfucker right now. I got me a drink in my hand and I'm talking shit to you. I know what I'm doing. I'm a kind of motherfucking old man, as you say. I'm old enough to get out there with you. So no, you're not with me. You're not. I will run circles around me. Please don't try me. Please don't try me. Okay. Don't try me.
Roger, don't underestimate no old man now. If he running to you for real life, don't underestimate what he might do. That's what goes on with a lot of these youngers around here. They want to underestimate a person. I'm telling you.
I'm not trying you. You were going about my fucking name up tonight, didn't you? Didn't you? Answer that question too, yes or no. Did you not bring my fucking name up? Did you not bring up my name? I did, and what's the big deal about that? And I'm asking you nicely. Don't bring up my fucking name anymore, because I don't bring your name up. Okay, Mr. William, I won't bring your name up again. I don't bring your name up. All right, Mr. Carruthers, I won't bring your name up again, okay, sir? Thank you. All right, you have a good night now. You have a good night, too. Can I ask one more question before we go? Fuck no, I just told you, quit having me irrelevant in your conversation. Don't worry about me. Okay. Please, don't worry about me. Okay, well. I'm fine. And motherfuckers want to know, no, I wasn't worried about losing my goddamn Social Security once I get married. Okay? I didn't ask none of them kind of questions, but thank you for I'm just saying. Motherfuckers asked that question. So I let them know. I let them know. I didn't ask that question now.
All right, but that's enough of that right there. Roger, don't, like I say, y'all and y'all young folks, don't underestimate. Because they're not going to play with y'all. They ain't got time to stamp a box at you. You don't know. They might put some on you now. They might come out their pocket anywhere, because I remember years ago, it was an older guy with one arm, this young 19-year-old boy picked at him all the time. When he saw him, that man shot that little youngster and killed him. I'm telling you, leave these old dudes alone. Y'all leave these old folks alone. They're not gonna play with you. They don't have time to play. Now, I was in Miss Pizarro Bush's this morning as I was getting ready, and she played the part when Mother was going in on it. At that point, I don't know the time stamp to that, but I kept this in my mind because I had never heard Mr. Carruthers talking like that. Never. Fisher still about to say he finds it weird. So that argument, and now I'm seeing that I thought this was a virtual wedding, just a YouTube thing. Some of y'all are saying it was for real, for real. Now, yesterday, Miguel said they broke it off. I don't remember the reason why she said they broke it off, but the thing is, they broke it off. That's all probably matter at this point. If she want to say it, she can come on here and say it. I don't remember. I'm 54, and there's no way that a nice 10, 15 years older than me, I'm a curse them out. I'm okay. Maybe you meant something, you know. Don't worry about me. He led the song at church. I like Carruthers though. I remember when Roger was Sir King punching bag. Really? See, because I didn't know that it was Roger for a person was us. I was thinking it was that Roger that did be in Brianna's chat all the time. Good morning, blessed chat mind. Good morning. Thank you for the 305 here. Where are the likes? Thank you for having coffee with me as usual. We appreciate all support. Cash App. There go right there. If y'all decide y'all want to bless, oh bless. Okay. There it is right there. But I don't know that time stop was Billy Boy was, nor that I want to keep playing everything. But Sir King, jump out the bushes. You know what I'm saying? Jump out that bushes. You did good last night, Sir King. Had whoa, what? Oh, 500 people watching too. What was so big about last night though? And like I said, everybody was over there last night. Everybody. Was it because of the Terry P thing? Because if it was, that's been going on forever. Oh, Dale says she needs to work on herself. No, it's not. That's what I'm saying. The fact is, we just know that that's what it is. Wow. So he used to be a punching bag over there anyway. And he trolls and antagonizes people. Yeah, he was clearly antagonizing Mr. Carruthers. And at one point, when he got to talking and he asked Mr. Carruthers this last question, y'all just heard it. He said, I just goddamn telling you, got to do that. So you can tell then at that point he was antagonizing him. He was really antagonizing him, y'all. He was. But anyway, y'all, I don't know the time step on that. But so I'm not going to play it. But I am going to start dropping my link. It's been almost 52 minutes. You know, I'm over the time. I felt that William might have a gambling problem along with other things because he has been married several times. Oh, they should have left their relationship off of YouTube. He did say he was married several times, huh? But I just thought it was a virtual thing. I didn't know it was real. I really didn't know it was for real, for real. Wow. Okay, so yeah, anytime you put something on YouTube, it's not gonna end right when it comes to your personal stuff. And that's why I get people guessing about my personal life for real. To the point where Juicy Booty and others are always asking about my husband. Always. Somebody said, I don't agree with the whole Terry P challenging you thing. That panel kept coming for her last night, saying she was free to come at trolls any way she liked. You remain silent, knowing you asked her to censor herself in private. Wow. Which you have every right to do. All Terry said was she was being censored on the panel now, and you had the receipt to back her up, and she had to force you to bring out the receipt, even though it helped none. I applaud you for the way you handle things. That's people saying this to Sir King. Somebody saying they love Quantity. They don't care what she say. Anyway, I'm gonna start dropping my link. So I mentioned quite a bit. Funky Deneva, AT Alien, the little girl that just had an ambulance. They only by the grace of God, she was found right away. I don't know what happened in that car. Mary Williams, deceased at 67. We're gonna send prayers to her and her family. Y'all just heard Roger, AT Alien. She got that rumor out there. It's gonna always be with her about smelling like fish. But I thought Funky didn't even moved on. You know, him and Tasha K had that interview. Tasha K is just messy anyway, so you know it's gonna be a messy interview. And I'm gonna start dropping my link. Anybody can come up here and talk. Let me look over here. Move that comment down. Okay, Terry P was being censored. How did she get away with delivering that distasteful? I know she could have been too censored, and I don't know what she mean by it was censored. But then again, I wasn't there every day like y'all. I'm just now starting to peek over there here now and then. So I think if I had been home, I would have grabbed the link. I understood that Terry was saying I fight how I fight, but ultimately understand what Sir King was saying. Me too, Purple Peach. Here goes my information again, y'all. Okay. If anybody wants to see it, let me see. Sir King chat popped because of the controversy surrounding Terry P thing. Not to say he can't keep a crowd, but last night was the Terry. That's what I'm saying, lady. He had a crowd last night, so it was all about Terry P and that distasteful prayer. Cause she's always over there. I was trying to figure out, wow, that's what made me stop and looking for a minute when I got comfortable. I said, why is that? What's going on? What something new happened? Everybody and mama was there last night, but I know Sir King loved it. Where you at, Sir King? I know you in the bushes. Why I advertise you where you at, then at the end is when you come out. Because I don't want to play too much of your stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want you to get mad at me and do the official G-spot situation. Tracy, oh me. Tracy was, she did a talk too on the AT alien stuff. You know, I caught a little bit of that too. But let me start running around my mouth and start dropping this link for real. You know, let me take a break for a minute and take some Wawa, drink a little bit of Wawa. Now, if anybody want to speak on any of the subjects that I mentioned, you're more than welcome. It's open again. It's open again. So he had crowd because of yeah, okay, I just read that one. I don't know if she's a cloud chaser, but I just know she's a stream yarder. She like to jump on people's stream yard, and right now to this day, I don't know what happened with her and Tracy. Hit the link and sound off. We love our dying. Yeah, you can hit the link too, Miss Theo. I be seeing you everywhere being verbal, girl. You be having some tea too. Y'all gotta watch Dimitri Lit too. Everybody was putting out the tea yesterday. You know, from everything I was able to go catch replays and stuff. A lot was going on, y'all. I hope we don't get beat. Okay. Now, yeah, me too. Me too. But like I said, I thought, hey, Legal, I thought it was a really a YouTube virtual wedding kind of thing. I didn't know it was for real, in real life. I really didn't. I really didn't. I really didn't know that. Because I was saying I wanted to come and everything, and we thought we was gonna be here like when people come over and have virtual birthday parties. I was thinking it was a thing like that. But so is it me or does it seem that Sir Kane is scared of Quan Quan? I don't know because he keep letting it come up there and do the most. People can't even get nothing out when they trying to talk. Billy clearly said, let's not argue, let's talk. And look, you see what happened? You see what happened? I don't understand that. She don't know how to talk to nobody. Maybe she think when she do that she's getting over, or I don't know what she think, because she act like she's very, very important on YouTube. I don't think it's like that in real life with her, because judging by her picture, looking like that with a little puny self. I don't think nobody really pay her little button on. In real life, I doubt if she go up in people's face like that. I doubt it. Somebody probably just blow her little button, she'll fall down. You know what I'm saying? Just, and she down for the count. You know, but you know, you can be anything you want to be up here on YouTube. Well, I really enjoyed James last night. He said yes, he explained that. He loved Fifi. He's attracted to her. If he was a straight man, I believe he would be trying to get with her. But he's not attracted like that to Terry. Now I don't know why she can understand it. I don't get it. You're right. Only in her mind. Only in her mind. You know, she feel important here. I don't know. The rumor is she get full of them 211s. Oh my God, you cannot talk to that lady. Even when we would watch her on her panel, she had somebody up there asking them questions. They can't even answer. Talking about me talking over people. Wow. She immediately just start going off as if she's angry with a chip on her shoulder. Just immediately go off. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense for somebody to just be angry like that all the time. Did you say, Miss Bizarre, I got to read it. What I forgot to say was how he tells Terry P she can't say those things she said, but allow Quanta. Exactly. Quanta get up there and do the most. Good morning, boo. Exactly. Do the absolute most. Good morning, baby girl.
Hey, so yesterday when I came up here, I didn't want to pile on to Terry P because she was getting it from a bunch of people. So last night, my friend texted me and she was like, "Are you watching Brianna?" I was like, "No, because I'm caked up at night. So I wasn't watching Brianna." So she was like, "Oh, you got to watch it." So this morning, I went out for a run. I'm listening to Brianna while I'm going down the street. And you remember on yesterday, we were trying to figure out what was going on with Terry P and Pettyville. And I was like, well, I don't know. So I just dropped off, right? So I'm listening to Brianna explain exactly what happened between her and Terry P. Now, Terry P was helping Kwani to talk about Tina Riles and her deceased nephew. And she was saying things like, well, why didn't he get out the car? She was basically implying that he did something to cause his own death. All right. And so I was really, I don't know. I just couldn't believe she did that because, see, I knew Terry P as LeBecky from when we used to cat around over there with James when he was doing call-ins or whatever, because I would call in over there too, and she seemed really cool. So I really thought she was a cool girl until Brianna started explaining those things last night. All right, and then so I started listening to Demetra because I like to listen to Demetra and catch up when she does her little, what I seen and what I or whatever, because I can't catch everything. So she was saying, that Sir King had a good live and she was just talking about it. So she said Sassy was over there and stuff. So I decided I'm going to go over there and watch. So I'm over there and I'm watching. And so Terry P has the audacity to cry. My issue with you, Terry P, is that you had no consideration for a family who did nothing to you, but you can't even handle smoke on YouTube, and that makes you cry because someone in the comments is dragging you. But you never thought about how that mother felt when you sat over there with Kwani with that bullshit. So for me at this point, for everybody saying, well, Terry P's going through something, Terry P can go to hell. She can go through hell back. I don't give a damn. I felt like she wanted Avatar Nation to sit there and beg her to stay. I actually hope you do stay, and I hope that every day you get to see people drag your dumb ass in the comments because that shit that you did was unnecessary. You're always saying that other people are in a cult and they don't have a mind of their own. So I want to know, was it your mind that made you sit up there with Kwani and co-sign on bullshit, or were you following a cult-like mentality? And another thing is that Sir King, I was watching, and he presented some receipts, and he was saying, that Terry kept contacting him, trying to get him to contact Lemon. Now, Terry presents herself as this bad bitch. If you're such a bad bitch, you all of that, you're so beautiful. I know for me, I don't go around saying I'm a bad bitch and I'm beautiful. But if I want a man, first of all, I can get a man when I can't get a cup of water. Second of all, if I want a man, all I'm going to do is put on some clothes and go stand my black ass outside. And you know what's going to happen? I'll get a man. One thing I'm not going to do is get in another man's email, DMs, or whatever, and beg him 4 times to have a man contact me. Baby, Lemon don't want you. Your husband don't want you. That's why last night I didn't see your live, because I was caked up. And that's what you should have been doing if you really had a husband. Your legs would have been up in the air. You wouldn't be up on Sir King's panel every single night if you really have a man who loves you. And that's what's going on with these bitches. You all don't have nobody who love you. You're fucking miserable, and you're trying to take that shit out on everybody else. And you can't be all that cute, because if you were, you wouldn't act the way you do. We all know that Kwani acts as ugly as she does because her head is shaped like a fucking tip of a football and nobody wants her. Okay, so we know that. What's your excuse? You cannot be as beautiful as you're saying, and you act that way. And so I'm at the point where y'all can take up for it if you want to, but for me, fuck you, Terry P. Fuck all y'all. All of y'all ain't shit. Yeah. And I'll take back whatever I said on yesterday. She can go straight to hell with Kwani.
Yeah, and you're right about that. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm just saying she couldn't show. She wants somebody to show her some type of pity, some type of grace and mercy, some type of compassion. You didn't have that for that family. The fuck you think people gonna have that for you?
Now I want to speak on the point you made, but you're right. She be up on Sir King every single night, whether it's 3 or 4 hours at night. Now does her husband work at night? I don't know, the business, but that's the way I'm seeing it. As far as Kwani, somebody said bringing views. That's not true. The first time Sir King had views now in months was last night, and Terry P brought the views because of what's going on. Kwani don't bring nothing. Matter of fact, people leave because of Kwani. Because she goes off on everybody over there. So evidently he just likes Kwani. I don't see no views, and don't she be over there all the time? Last night, Sir King be in my bushes. It was the first time he had views like he used to have.
I don't know,
So
because I really don't. I have a thing about the puppets, and I at the beginning, I used to try and watch Kwani because we all know Kwani is up and down. Like one day Kwani could be so entertaining, and then the next day she's just so freaking nasty and evil, and you leave her thing feeling like, what the hell did I just go through? So I stopped watching her. I was like, oh, I can't keep putting this in my spirit. It's just not, something is off about her. Some of this stuff on here is just really crazy, and I think some of it you just cannot allow yourself to keep on sitting up there listening to it, because maybe that's why Terry P is the way she is, because she didn't start off that way. Maybe sitting over there with Kwani for so long has turned her into the monster that she currently is today.
exactly,
So I don't know. I
exactly.
don't know what they're viewing.
Well, a lot of people say it's because she's still angry and still want to get back with our tribe out over there. I'm starting to believe that because this lady keep a chip on her shoulder.
Neither one of them
Keep
can
a
be
chip
happy.
on her shoulder.
You know what? I knew Kwani wasn't happy when someone played. I don't know who I was watching, but they played when that person who I don't like to talk about called her job, and when they called her job and they talked to her coworker. I don't know if you remember that, but the
Well,
coworker.
I'm gonna say it. The racist called a job, right?
And they were talking to the coworker, and the coworker pretty much was like, nobody don't talk to her, nobody don't like her, she don't say anything, she don't have, basically, in person, she don't have that same attitude, she don't have that same smoke. What I got out of that phone call, what the coworker was saying was, the bitch is not liked, nobody pays her any attention. And you can look at Kwani and see that, she didn't get attention, and if she did, it wasn't the attention that she would want. So I understand, that she's just a very, very unhappy person, so she comes to YouTube and takes it out on other people. And so I'm not surprised by that. I was very, very surprised by Lil Becky, though. I was not expecting her to be that way. I hadn't caught her on some panels for a long time. Because like I said, I don't really watch Kwani like that. I didn't know she was going around doing all the stuff that she was doing, saying all the things that she was saying, and then, coming on here trying to play victim. All that shit you talk, stand in your shit. You really are playing victim, and then you want to say that somebody's jealous of you. Jealous of what? Jealous of a woman who has to go to a man and beg him to contact her? I wish I would ask a ninja to call me. The fuck? Like, who does
The
that?
way she keep having a chip on her shoulder and going off on everybody else, did she go off like this on the racist? Because I remember her coming in my chat one time crying when she said she never been on my panel before, but that's not true, about we didn't help her. And we were telling her we didn't know that was going down like that. He made her lose her job, docs. He did the most to it, but I don't hear her even saying that how she got back in here. I just hear her going at us all the time. However, I do have a lot of respect for her. When that other race was trying to come at me, she said, no, I don't do that. I'm black. I'm a black woman, so I can't, and I would do the same for her. Had I known that was going on back then with that one, oh yeah, I would have been start speaking up on it and seeing what I can do to help her. And let me throw this in there before I go on. Thank you for the 343 in the house. But my moderators is telling me, let me see how many likes. Can't see it. 111 likes out of 343. Y'all, come on, what's up with that? I got that many haters. Over 200 and what? 45. Come on, y'all. Let's get it popping.
There's a person in the comments saying that Kwani's coworkers were saying that stuff because she had told them to, or they were saying it on purpose. That's just so unbelievable, because doesn't she work at the airport? A corporate job?
No, that's the job that she said the racist made her leave.
Exactly. That's the job that he was calling. My thing is,
I'm gonna tell you about that. He even did it on live. We heard, and whoever that was at the job was stupid, because all the racist did was say, I'm this person and I'm getting harassed by one of your workers. He's afraid to come in there. And he asked the name, he told the name, and the man was just giving up information on Kwani. I thought when you call a job, you weren't supposed to give out no person information. So whoever that black guy was just stupid. He just started singing like a bird about all her information. While this guy on here lying, talking about every time I come there, she's harassing me, she sexually harassed me, the whole 9 yards. That was wrong. That was wrong. No way I would be on the job. Somebody call me and say, so-and-so, I'm there, harass me, and you know her name, and how can I get in contact with a supervisor? And what that man at that job, whoever he was, gave up everything about Kwani. Everything. And he did it on the live. He did it on the live.
Exactly. And I don't believe it was a joke. I don't believe he was just saying those things, because who would compromise themselves at work for YouTube? He wouldn't. I don't think somebody with sense would do that or get caught up in that, because HR would tell you, number one, that you don't make any comment at all for or against. Both of them.
Right. Well, this person must have knew Kwani didn't like her because believe me, that man gave up all the information that the racist was asking him on the live. And I said, wow, where they do that at?
But on Black Swan, B1 said, I stopped watching Kwani when she did the live about the boy. Instead of bringing up awareness, Kwani caused more confusion and strife. Terry P confirmed that day she is messy and moves funny. And that's what I'm saying, Black Swan B1. I had no idea that any of that, happened. So, and as far as the coworker pretending, I don't think the coworker was pretending, because you can get in trouble for pretending to give out information or giving out real information. So that would
He gave it out for real. That's how she got fired. Now that part is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but anyway, what do you think about some of the other subjects I mentioned? Because I'm not going to give Kwani too much energy right now, but that's how I felt the way she acted last night on Sir King. It didn't make no sense. Billy Boy could barely get through talking before she did that. And what do you think about Carruthers? Don't you think, Roger, these younger people don't underestimate the older guys, when they doing it like that? And you watch Brianna, you seen the dimple thing, right? And what else I talking about? Because I'm
Yeah,
trying to
I
hit all
saw
the subjects.
the dimple thing. The thing with Roger, I understood Mr. Carruthers a bit, but I think Mr. Carruthers and Gail must realize this. You come on here and you start telling everybody that you're getting married and stuff like that. Y'all put it out here. So if you don't want to make it content, you have to be very careful about that. So, I mean, Roger just was the one who spoke up. Everybody else wanted to know what happened too. It's not anybody's business, of course, but you put it out there, so of course people are going to want to know. So I don't, I didn't understand why he had to just go off on Roger so bad. But I don't know, maybe I don't know what's up with everybody drinking and stuff. But
I just don't believe that every time people drink. I mean, every time something go down, oh, I was drinking. They can
exactly.
stop the body nappy child. Every time, oh, I was drinking. Oh, I had a couple of drinks. What do you mean a couple of drinks? I'm thinking you drink like that all the time. What do you mean? Every time I had a couple of drinks. Now we all know quantity, well, from what they said, allegedly 211s. I don't know, that's a business. But I don't know. I don't believe that is everything is always due to liquor. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what you can't drink, well, then stop drinking. It's simple as that. If you can't hold your liquor, stop drinking.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna say something, just say I said it because I wanted to say it. Don't go blaming it on.
Like yesterday, I got to bring up yesterday, and this ain't a part of nothing I mentioned. Turns out, when Miss Philadelphia came in my chat, and I said, wow, because it's unbelievable, because I know I was seeing it everywhere dragging me. I was thinking she supported, but she's not supporting them, or whatever the case may be. And she said it wasn't her, and people were saying it was her because she actually came up on the panel, like that. But she didn't put it on liquor or anything. She was saying it must be a troll. But it was about 10 people in my chat telling me, no, it was her. It was her. She the first one that I've heard, in other words, the point making, didn't put it on, well, maybe I had a couple of drinks, maybe I was tipsy, maybe this and that.
Right? She
Huh?
trolled Kimmy. She admitted she trolled Kimmy. So I don't know. But Dimples last night, she was saying that someone was trolling her and that it was not her in the chat talking bad about Brianna.
I don't know, because the streets also said that Dimples had been hanging over there with QB now. Where she can go where she want to go and still like Brand. I understand all that, but this is what I heard allegedly. She wasn't really gone. She was just going in other places. I'm quite sure she was still in the bushes. But like I said, I heard she got checked too. You know what I'm saying? I just look at Dimples now, and I don't hate her or dislike her, but I just think and we all some form of messiness, but she's messy. You know what I'm saying? And, but Brianna took her under the wing and welcomed her back. I'm assuming in the whole 9 yards. I get it. But I heard the streets, and I don't know if true. That's what I'm saying. I heard. But she ain't been going nowhere. She just been on different people's stuff, different people bushes. Simple as that.
I'm glad Brianna called her to the carpet, because Dimples has to realize she can't go around wanting attention and doing things to people, and then when they give her that smoke, she wants to sit up there and say, oh, protect me. That's not how it goes. That's the same thing I'm saying with Terry P. You can't do all of this stuff, say all of this stuff, and think that nobody is going to respond back. Nobody's going at you, Dimples, because you're transgender. Nobody's going at you, Terry, because you speak a certain way. People are actually going at you because of the things that you say out of your mouth. It is what you say, and it is how you say it to people. So I don't know. To me, I felt like Dimples was was selfish, and she admitted that she was. I don't like how she treated Brianna. I think Brianna is a good friend to her. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Brianna didn't drag her, and she was very, very patient with her, more patient than I would have been, because I just feel like once you hit a certain age, you know what you're doing. I don't have to explain to somebody what they did. They know what the hell they did, and they know what they're doing wrong. And I just think she's taking advantage of the friendship, but that's their friendship, and she will soon see. So,
Yeah,
I
but
just,
when she did that and said all that about El Teddy, she felt like El Teddy really should have let El Teddy on the panel. I'm trying to figure out why. If you can throw it out there, you got to take it. I do. You know
yeah,
what I'm
and
saying?
then
And I take it every day. So I don't understand that age ain't got nothing to do with it. If you on here, I don't care what age you are. You got to come on here and stand up for yourself over here in this particular sector. You do. You know what I'm saying? You can't be no weak
and
and let it
both
that.
of their excuse is, well, the people in the comments are saying this, the trolls are saying that. Nobody in that comment section, or at least El Teddy, didn't say anything that was so bad for her to go and call him a pedo. Now, I know everybody keeps saying, well, there are no rules to fighting, and I kind of hate when people say that, because that's a lie. Okay, if you go out right now and do certain things to people, you don't expect for a certain level to come back. Will it come back sometimes? Yes. But I just think that they go out and just do some of the stupidest things. And then when somebody says something back or does something to them, they want to pretend like, oh, I don't know what I did. You do know what you did, and it was wrong. And then for her to say, her meaning Lady Dimples, you shouldn't have let him up here on the platform. To me, I think that was crazy. If you didn't want to be on the panel with those people, then, get off the panel. Right now, if Bless brings somebody up here and I don't like them, I'm not going to start shouting, put them off. I don't want them up here. Da, 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 da. And if I'm talking about somebody and they hop on the panel and that's what they do, that's just what they do.
It's just what they do, and y'all go. And if y'all talk, y'all talk. Y'all got to get some out. Y'all got to get some out. But speaking of what we were just saying about that job, I peeked on here, and somebody already discussing Kwani. She was a baggage handler during the day and a board member at night. What kind of board member? It says, I was wondering when someone would remember that and also let go as a baggage handler per Jason's
I
interview
don't know
with
what
one
she
of her
was. I
former
don't care. Like,
co-workers. Wow, they got that real quick. Y'all must be peeking over here. Yeah, she was a baggage handler. Yes, she was over there at the thing. And then, did you watch Stinky Baby's thing? Because I did. Well, I seen Tracy did the reaction videos to it, and people were saying how Stinky Baby was talking about she met Eric Kane. Remember the millionaire with all them 10 millions or more? Met him doing mission work. And when she first said how she met him walking down the street pushing a baby in a stroller. You remember that? Hello? You must have dropped out, but I'm gonna drop my link again. But I don't know if you hear me, but evidently something went wrong. But somebody talking about this already. Thank you for the likes, y'all. 357 in the house. Can I at least get 200? Can we get some more likes? I don't know where they are. Oh, call. Can you hear me, boo? I'm typing some though. Okay, okay. Oh, you dropped off. Okay, I just looked over here and it said device not connected. Oh, I see you now. I was looking down typing something.
okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
But
Okay, I dropped the link again. Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna be looking at the chat too a little bit too. Every now and then I try to peek over there to speak where I haven't spoke yet.
okay, so what else are we talking about?
I was talking about the baggage handler. And then I was asking you about Stanky Baby when she first told us that she met Eric Kane, the millionaire, pushing her baby down the street in a stroller. But she lied and said she met him doing missionary work. She just forgot what she said.
And that's another thing, they can't keep up with their lives. But I don't ever believe anything the lady in Chicago says. I don't care what
I
she.
know. The only reason why I know about this so-called documentary that you did because Tracy was doing a reaction to it. I can't watch all that rubbing and all that makeup, and I just somebody had to play it for me to hear it like the way I heard a little bit on Tracy. That's the only way I can watch it. That's the
Yeah,
only way.
she lies a whole lot. Like she lied and said that Demi stole money. She lied and said that their fashions and stuff were fake and stuff like that. Now I did watch a little bit of Demi, and she went to like her account, and she showed where she went to Nordstrom's. You can see all of her orders. You can see all of her receipts. You know, you can see her little shoes.
You know what? That's
$1,000. It
that
just
situation right there. It's kind of reminded me of Michelle A.T. Alien and Funky Geneva.
oh, you mean
For
like
them to keep going back and forth with each other, they still, missing their friendship and love with each other, whatever the case may be. Because ever since they broke up, whenever somebody's talking about Stanky Baby, they on that panel talking about Stanky Baby and vice versa. Neither one seems like they can move on and do some commentary. That's what they do.
see,
You know what I'm saying?
I see it actually a little bit differently. I see, in my opinion, I keep seeing fish coming for them. Tracy D doesn't even have anymore.
Well, maybe so right now, but in the beginning they was doing a tour on the Everybody panel, and I guess right now she is starting to comfort them now more. But I don't know. I'm just saying that's their conversation. That's their conversation. Now let me tell y'all something what's going on. Now, while you back there, can you be seeing people, boo, that be in the background?
I see her. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So do you see that they snapped a picture of you and me right now while we on?
No, I didn't see that they snapped a picture. Mm-mm.
Okay, look down. Can you see that while you back there? That same person?
I see the person.
Okay, but you don't see both of them down there. It's her. Then the next one is me and you right now on here. A picture of me and you on here right now back there.
Mm-mm.
Oh wow. Okay, so I don't know how you can see one and not the other.
I can only see her saying hello, 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 and all that stupid stuff.
Oh, you talking about in a private chat? No, I'm talking. Okay, I was wondering, can you see when people back there? Oh, okay. When people trying to come on, I was wondering, could you see that?
No.
Okay, I'll show you for just a second, and I'm gonna put it right down. It's me and you. It's me and you. It's weird. See that? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's just the weirdo.
That person trying to get on here, I just banded them. They just snapped me and you. And they put it back there as an avatar for me to click on.
It's silly. And that's another thing, people who do that, it just, I don't know. I don't pay them any attention because I just feel like you're just miserable. A lot of people on here, they come on here because their life is just bad. Their life is just bad, and they just want to bother everybody else, and they're just
attention that they haven't got.
I mean, think about it. Think about this. You don't have nothing else to do at whatever. It's not even afternoon yet, but get up in the morning, log on YouTube, start trolling around, and try and get on somebody's panel and put up naked pictures and stuff. Do you know how bad your life has to be? Do you know? That's why I said those people who were doing all that last night, who claiming they're so loved and all of this, where are the people who you love? Where are they at? So you online for hours and hours and hours at night, every single night with this husband who loves you. You screaming, you cussing, you carrying on, and you have all these people who care about you and love you. You a lie, and the truth ain't in you because you wouldn't have time. Because I struggle to get on here to. And I'm not talking about in the comment section. I'm talking about like being on here because you have to like physically sit here and continue to be on here. It takes a lot to do that. You hear content creators say all the time, this takes a lot of work. So imagine somebody just keep on doing all of that and trolling just for free and getting on here doing all this. It's something off with you. Let
me say this real fast. Thank you, Soap and Wash. I seen a comment. I had to pick up my gadget and make sure the person was gone. I see hidden, unhidden, then timed out. I'm just gonna hide them. I don't care about no haters. I've lived my life and did what I had to do. I don't got to be jealous of no little girl that's just now trying to make it. So if you can just hide them instead of time out, that's cool because it's one of them haters or a troll from somewhere else. I see that you unhid them and then just did the timeout. A matter of fact, I'm just gonna get rid of them. Period. Let me see if I can from here. If not, that's what I'm gonna do. Go ahead. I was just, letting them know. I'm just gonna hide them. I don't mind you. I don't mind you hiding them. I see you unhid them, but I trust your judgment. You could have just let them hid, stayed hid.
Oh no, I wanted to see what they were saying. I didn't mean to unhide it. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you didn't do it. Oh, you unhid it. Okay.
I don't know. I was trying to see what they were saying.
Okay, if you ever want to do that, And see what they had previously said. Just push view deleted message. Then you read what they said.
Oh,
You
okay.
don't have to.
Because
You don't
I
have
don't
to
know
bring
how
them
to
back.
do this.
Yeah.
Okay, because you know I don't know how to do this. I'm like, what is it?
Okay.
I don't
So
know.
what you do right there where it says view deleted message, you do see that, right?
I see it now. I'm glad you told
Now
me.
just always push that. Now whatever the other comments were, I don't know. I just seen a lot of hiding, unhiding, did a timeout.
Mm.
So Laurie Axel went ahead and hit that person. Okay, good. Because you don't
Well,
have to bring them back to see what they said. Just push deleted message and let them stay their butts out of here. Because I know it's a troll and a hater. So, and that's why I say, for them to have hit, it must have been a reason.
oh, I knew it
Okay.
was a reason. I was trying to see like why do they keep on talking what they're saying or whatever. But yeah, I didn't know it was gonna re-show it because I'm not familiar with.
Right. I just when I saw it, I picked up my gadget to see.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I saw, and I said, "Oh, somebody unhid them." Then time, I just
Like
hide
I
them.
better not
I
click
don't got.
stuff
Yeah,
anymore.
because I know that whoever that told when they first hit it, they did it for a reason. Like I said yesterday, I don't question them. When they get rid of somebody, they do it for a reason. But if you want to see a comment, just push, like I said, view.
I
Okay,
wonder, based on that person comment, I want to know why every time someone says something that like if they don't agree with what somebody says, why does that have to be hate? It just means she just
they
didn't.
think you hate, they think you jealous. I'm just saying what it is. They remind me of ATL and M because that's what they do. So maybe they have slowed up and she's doing it now. But for her to decide she want to do a documentary, I don't know. But I'm just saying it was even right now that's what I see. If I was to peek somewhere, that's what it is.
I really wish they hadn't responded to her at all because she has no content whatsoever. I mean, she doesn't have anything to talk about. It's sad over there. Like, and then what she's done is she's burnt all her bridges with everybody. And when the rest of the sector is having fun, and can commingle in each other's chats and can come up on each other's panels and really, really talk and have fun. Like the night where Brianna had those guys and everybody was in there and it was a lot of fun or whatever. I know she feels bad because she can't participate. She basically has shut herself out because she's done so much and now she has no content. And she's too stupid to go out and just create some real content because she has the viewers and they'll basically watch almost anything she puts out. So if she had any sense, she would go and do some other things, go outside of that raggedy behind apartment. I don't know, go shopping. Maybe you don't have any money, but pretend. I don't know. Do
Well, all
something.
I know is evidently she ain't got no real friends to meet a stranger like that. Now, do you think that Funky Geneva was wrong by going under that girl clothes like that? I mean, did you watch that interview? Could you hear the things he said?
I did not watch the interview with
Oh
Tashak.
my God, you got to see the Tasha K interview. And if you want to
I
come back
stopped
tomorrow,
watching.
you have to.
Tasha K, but I guess I'm gonna go and watch it.
Oh, girl, you should have heard the thing he was saying. Now, I don't want to play none of Tasha K and they stuff at all because I don't know how they would react. Some people would. But baby, fucking Geneva really talked about how she smelled and she wanted children, she wanted a family. And Bob Whitfield said she smelled and her cooch smelled like this. Oh, he just went in. He just really body shamed her and just really talked about her. Even more
Well,
so than the worst man. Okay, what's the worst man to be on here talking about women really bad? Even worse than that. But I think he's doing it because he said he wanted her to shut up. But he, at the same time, the other day, he said he was done. He was going to move on because he's getting blessed. But baby, but that Tasha K interview, now I'd already be watching her in full detail like that too. But when I got the link and start watching, I was thinking, I ain't going to watch this whole thing. I ended up watching it. He said a lot. Matter of fact, I was dropping a link because I was asking everybody else, what do anybody think about that actually saw it? Don't y'all
I
think he
might be
went too far?
biased. I may be biased because I'm not a Michelle AT Alien fan at all. Never
I'm
liked.
not either, but I'm
Okay,
just saying,
as far as her stinking, when somebody starts to tell another woman they stink, I don't feel any type of way because I know I don't smell. I just want to tell Michelle if she does have olfactory fatigue, she can sniff some coffee beans and then that will clear her nose so that she can actually smell herself and she should start to smell her clothes. If she is wearing 3 and 4 pair of Spanx, that's not good because that's going to cause you to sweat and that is going to cause you to have a vaginal odor or she can have like, I don't know, something going on. She needs to go get that taken care of. My issue is that it's too many people saying she stinks. And
well, the consensus in my chat is he had every right because she went at him. And which is true. She been going on for 6 years, like he said. But I'm just saying the things that he was saying, maybe that'll make her bag up. If you were to hear, that's why I say think of the worst man on here, the worst stuff they say about women, especially when they talk about their bodies. It was 10 times worse, is what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah,
Somebody,
but
yes,
it about Michelle. He said it about Michelle, and I get tired of her trying to use her gender as a defense. I'm not going to stand up for her because she's a woman when she's out here doing all types of nasty crap to other people. Michelle is not a nice person herself, and I think that when it suits her, she wants to scream women empowerment, but she's not a woman who really goes about trying to truly empower other women. I think that's something that she likes.
But basically, well, that's true. Everything that you're saying about her. But I was wanting somebody, to tell me if they saw the interview, do they think he was wrong in the words that he was saying? And the people, some people in the chat now saying he may went too low. Because Michelle, I don't like the way she always using, oh, a gay man came at me, oh, a black man did this, oh, I'm a woman. Oh, yeah, she cries a lot like that. You're absolutely right. But at the same time, I think that, in my opinion, he said a little bit too much. That's why I was telling you, think of the worst man that talked the worst on here about women, call them all kind of names. His was 10 times more, but like I said, maybe he need to get her to stop. I work with a woman who has an older line that like that. They went to HR and complained. It went to the I guess at your job. That sounds like somebody else can't participate in the chats or panel. Oh, chill with the person I got rid of. That's why I was asking you, did you watch it? And do you think that that's why you got to watch it? And you're gonna agree with me when you watch it. It's okay for him to clap back, but girl, I mean, he went in and he said the first thing people gonna say is, "Oh, a gay man talk about a woman." No, people ain't gonna say that. People gonna say, "Yes, she came at you," like someone said in the chat. But I was asking people that actually watched it, do y'all think he went too far?
I've seen her talk about his status. She's actually said things about his status. She said that he snorts cocaine. To me, she said a lot of stuff.
She calls him funky. She calls him junkie deniver, a junkie, something like that, and been doing it for 6 years.
I think when his channel got taken down, why did she start that back up? I don't know. I just don't like a person who starts mess and then wants to holler victim. So I don't know if I don't think he went too long, in my opinion, because she keeps swinging. She swung first. And it's like, how much is he supposed to?
See, okay, you said you don't think he went too far in your opinion, but did you just say you have to watch it though so you can see what I'm saying? Then you're going to say that, but he did what he had to do. I'm assuming to get her off of there.
Now, when he went to her house, he was dead wrong for that. There was no excuse for that. I understood her being upset. But from what I understood, she took him to court and she finally got a ruling against him. When you rent out houses, that's the chance that you take. You would hope a friend wouldn't do it, but I know too many people who have rent out houses and they've had worse stuff happen. It happened. He was wrong. They took it to court. And I just think, okay, like how long is this? 6 years? Like it's then just to restart it back up.
Well, I get it on both sides. I just had never heard him go in that hard. I mean, all I said, you got to watch. He said some stuff, but then again, I understand both sides. I got to look at the both sides. He tired of her after 6 years when he so-called lost his channel. She was the first one jumped on it as if she trolled him all the time to see what's going on with him. And he just tired of her. I get all of that. I get it. But he said some stuff, girl. He sure did. I said, oh, my God. Maybe she'll stop now. Maybe he embarrassed her good enough for her to make her stop. Because he talked about the odor, her coochie, the whole 9 yards, girl. He really, really went there.
And that's
I saw the full interview, and I did not feel he went so far. Okay.
You got to know your opponent because that's her friend or was her friend. She know how he is. She knew that if she came out here swinging on him, that he was going to respond. And she knows that she can't get in the ring and hold up. And she knows that it bothers her when people start talking about her smelling like fish. So for me, I kind of think like, if you know this, then why go there? I don't know. I know she had to know that he was going to come back with the fish thing. I know.
Well, listen, let me ask the soap and wash say, But we talk about fish-based things, so we all no. I didn't say nobody's wrong. I'm asking you guys what y'all think about the Tasha K and Funky Deneva interview, and we talk about Fish Bay, but I don't go deep like Funky Deneva. I don't, I don't really get into a pussy like that the way he was saying it, you know. So I'm not saying it like that so much. I'm asking what people think. Do they think, excuse me, do they think he went too far? Because girl, when you hear it, you see what I mean. So people are saying he didn't go too far because of the way she's been trolling him for 6 years. I get both sides of it, but I'm just saying I had never heard him go in like that. When you so it's like he embarrassed her and he really wanted to leave her alone. I can't compare it to that interview in Stanky Baby. I can't. Because ain't nobody went that far yet, but we do say she smelled like fish because she said she smelled like fish. That's why we say that she smelled like fish. But I wonder, do she smell as bad the way fucking Denise was explaining Michelle smelled like? That's what I'm saying. Because the way he explained it, oh my God. So that's why I was asking anybody to come up and tell me how they really felt about that. I
saw
think some things he said, I said, wow, it was amazing. It was. Like I say, I can't even express to you how it was. That's why I say you have to see it.
I saw a guy who used to be with Tamar. I don't remember if he did her hair or if he dressed her. I can't remember which one, and I can't remember his name for the life of me. But he was one of the ones also, talking about how when she would come over and sit on the furniture and, how everybody was talking about it. And then Kaya, talked about it. It's just been a lot of different people who have said those things about her.
Well,
So,
but Kaya said it, but she didn't go as deep as Funky didn't either. I'm trying to tell you how epic that interview was, girl. That's all I can keep saying is you got to see it because Funky didn't even went in.
well, maybe
He
not.
he did. Some people gonna be saying maybe should have talked about it that bad. That's why I'm asking people opinion right now.
I want somebody else to come up who watched it, but
No, not really similar, whatever. Because if I compare him to Tommy Sullivan, let me see, Canadian, he goes too far with black women. Period. I'm just saying I never heard Funky Diva talk that bad about somebody's body.
to me
So that
that's
just tells me that he's very angry that she won't leave him alone.
See, to me, that's different because to me, TS, the Sotomayor guy, he attacks women as a whole. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So yeah, I probably have had worse, but a different kind of worse. And I guess it just, me saying, wow, he really went in. He's really tired of her. It was epic, girl. It was epic. It was. I mean, woo. And like I say, Tasha K didn't even have to ask no questions. But like I say, in a way, I get it. 6 years, trolling him because evidently she had to be watching his every move. Because soon as that happened to him, boop, she didn't waste a second to come on in and discuss it.
Well, I think another thing is that how do we know Michelle isn't just doing it just to start it back up? Because that was probably the time when she got the most clicks and views. Because who really goes over there and watches her now?
Nobody.
Exactly.
And maybe that's what she was doing. Oh, I forgot, Miss Theo. Yeah, I forgot about that part. I even got it in my notes. Rico Chappelle went in too with Funky Geneva. Did you watch it, Miss Theo? Grab the link. Yeah, I forgot that part of it. I had even wrote that down by Rico Chappelle. Do anybody know who Rico Chappelle is? Yeah, let me see what I know this. I forgot about that part of it.
Like she's not really relevant anymore. Like you don't hear anybody really talking about her. She didn't really change with the times and stuff like that, because she had that little website or whatever. She kind of reminds me of Sean Bradley.
Well, you know what? I didn't see the Rico lapel one, but I heard about it. Did you see it, Miss Theo? I heard about it, and I had put it down on my notes. I really forgot because I was going to ask about that too. I really forgot. So you was here when I was talking about pescatarian. She eat a lot of seafood. That's probably why she smelled. Yeah. So I had never heard of that. I guess I was confused with pescatarian, which is a religious group. Okay, are you talking about Rico Lapel? Yes, a fashion designer. He designed Candy's horrible wedding dress. Okay, so he went in on Michelle too, Miss Theo. But I heard that mentioned. Rico is a doctor. Yeah, I heard that mentioned. I already know about the Claudia Jordan situation. Place rules on things when the Pacific Ginger is attacked. that if a woman is bold enough to open her mouth against a dude. No, I'm not saying that either. But he was saying that that's the first day people are saying gay dude went in. I'm simply asking other people's opinion, how they felt. Because some people, you're going to have some women, no matter what happened. Oh, he went too far. He had to talk on the clothes like that. I'm just really asking opinions. But I can say steak and baby smell like fish, but I don't go in like that. But, And these women do need to, because like I said, if he ain't said nothing in 6 years, come on now.
And I think it depends on how you're raised too. I have brothers, and my mama used to tell me, do not be around here attacking your brothers. Don't put your hands on them. And then my mama also had said that, to my brothers, don't attack her either. But because, I knew that they could not hit me back under any circumstances whatsoever. I knew that they could not hit me back. And so a lot of times when women know that, and they know it's a man that will not hit them back, or who will not go but so far, sometimes they'll push them. Now, I'm not talking about some man out here just beating up on a woman, because I don't agree with that either. But I'm just saying, you can't just come at somebody and say, oh, well, I'm a woman. Well, be a woman and act like a woman. If you come after that man, though, you're going to get, whatever you put out there. I think it has to be both. And I think, like, as Black people, we just need to stop even attacking Black males, Black females, and I don't understand why it's so much men against women in our race, because I don't really see that a lot in other races. I only see our race doing that. I actually think it's designed by the people to keep us separated or whatever. So I don't like to do all of that going against Black men and going against a Black woman, because I don't know about anybody else, but I love me some Black men. So,
But did anybody actually see the Rico lapel? Because I would like to know what he said.
He said that when she sat down on his couch, his whole couch stunk. And I believe he said he had to throw the thing away. It was a lot of people who were saying that she has this horrific odor about herself. And they were saying, stuff like how she dresses. You do have things, if you wear real tight clothes and stuff like that, you will end up stinking or whatever. So I don't know. I just don't think.
But did he make a video lately or something?
No.
Or they talking about back in the day when he went on there, like back in the day when Kaya
back in the day.
Bob Whitfield went in on her.
That was back in the day when I saw that.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that's why nobody's with her right now. Maybe that's why she can't keep a man, because maybe something going on. She might need to go and get checked out.
Good morning, Kiki. Go ahead. I'm just saying good morning.
Oh, okay. So I don't know, but I think she needs to leave him alone, or she's gonna get what she's gonna get. And then I also think that if you don't want nobody to say you smell like fish, don't tell nobody you smell like fish, and don't be walking around smelling like fish. But somebody was saying, go back to the point I was making about Michelle and Sean Bradley. I was saying that they remind me of each other. They're still in the same place that they were, 10 years ago. Their platform hasn't grown, and they just stuck. They, just stagnant. They're not moving on. You don't see them.
Good morning, ladies.
Things. Good morning. Who is that? Hey, Ken.
Hey, Kiki.
Good morning. Now,
how you been?
Boo, I've been okay. I've been busy, doing some stuff, minding my business, usually. I usually agree with everything you say, because your
I don't want nobody to
commentary,
agree with everything I say.
Good morning,
no, everything that you say be so good. I'm just saying your commentary be so beautiful. I don't want you to stop talking. But when you said that the men attack the women, the Black men attack the Black women a lot.
No.
I can't agree with that.
You misheard me. I didn't say that. I said that
Uncle Spilly Boy came up here just for that reason.
Good morning, Spilly Boy.
That's not what she said, Kiki. That's not what she said. She said she doesn't like, Blue said she doesn't like that whole friction of the Black men against the Black women. She doesn't like the men attacking the women, and she don't like the women attacking the men. She thinks that we all need to stop attacking each other.
Right.
She didn't
or just let it it doesn't have to be about men versus women.
About gender, but it's always made about gender down here. I actually came up here real fast to tell Bless, this is not new, Bless. All this is old, and this is a perfect example of when I tell you all, if you don't really know the history of it, you can't really form an opinion, and you must go back. The Rico Chappelle interview that you're talking about, that is 5 or 6 years old, Bless. That ain't just happened.
I know, but that's why I was asking Boo, just saying to somebody, when was this?
Right.
Was this recently? Because I never saw it. Yeah.
People who were around, me, Nika, we all know what happened. And it's a whole list of videos.
And it's a whole lot of people say she stank.
I'm sorry, Boo. Say, babe.
It's a whole lot of people were saying she was stink. It wasn't just one or two.
Rico Chappelle's whole video was confirming everything that Funky said about Michelle.
Wow.
His video was a confirmation. It wasn't even him coming after Michelle. He talked about some things that him and Michelle went through, but truly, Rico's video was literally a confirmation of everything that Funky has said in his video. Funky and Michelle have said some of the most horrific things about each other in that whole period. But again, you have to know the history of it before you can form an opinion and say, oh, well, he went too deep. No, did you know, Bless, that this thing actually went off of YouTube and into the courtroom?
Mm-hmm. Well, the only thing I remember about the courtroom situation back then.
I'm not talking about the stuff with the rent and all that. I'm talking about Funky Dineva, T.S. Madison, and Michelle.
I remember that one.
Right.
I watched that one. Yeah.
That was all the same thing, Bless.
Oh.
There was all the same situation. This went off YouTube into court. They weren't allowed to say her name. She wasn't allowed to say their name. This thing goes way deeper. And the paperwork just pretty much expired.
Okay, let me ask you this.
And it got kicked all off again.
Let me ask you this. The courtroom situation, I remember when Kaya and Michelle went to court was about T.S. Madison. Now, I don't know anything about Rico Lapel. That's why I was asking anybody, was this an interview recently or whatever? I just remember him making clothes.
No, it was a long
Philly boy. Didn't somebody was stalking one of them house or something happened with one of them house?
No. What you talking about it when Michelle and Funky Dineva was friends and Cherie Whitfield was building a house. It took years to build, and Funky Dineva had his thing.
That was
and she was filming
that.
That's
okay, all right. That's what that was.
Funky Dineva. Yeah.
That's when them two were friends.
But Keith, what I was saying is like, say a white woman does something. I never see a white man get online and start saying, all these white women are always doing this. Or if I see a white man do something, I've never seen a white man get online and start saying, all of these white men are doing this. That's true. See us doing it. I've never seen Asians say, I'm so sick of these Asian women. I'm so sick of these Asian men. I'm just saying that a lot of times it's not about us. We are people, okay? So trying to say, oh, it's a men against women. How we gonna reproduce if we always men against women? And then another thing is, I don't understand why everybody wants us to be mad at black gay men, or they want to be women. How could he want to be me? I don't understand. It don't make any sense
about that.
That's always the thing, boo. When the woman can't win, it always becomes women empowerment. And he's attacking a woman. And I don't know about anybody else. I can only speak about my situation.
I heard that. But
as soon as that dragged by, it became male versus female, and everybody knows I started it.
Exactly.
So Pride always interfere herself into everything. Spilly boy. Now, what I want to know, when you just said something about the Chappelle guy, because like I say, I really don't know too much about him as far as the court situation. I'm kind of intrigued about that now. The reason why I thought about his name, because somebody brought it up, and that's why I was asking, was something done recently? So you said this was 6 years ago also.
Right. He wasn't even part of the court case.
Okay. That's why I asked you that. But I'm glad you're up here.
Get you some water, sugar.
Because I'm glad you're up here because that stuff going on last night. Oh my God.
Miss Glass, before y'all start that, I just want to tell you how Rico came up. Boo was trying to remember who Rico was in comparison to he used to be around the Braxtons.
Right.
And he was trying to remember who he was in relation to the Michelle. She couldn't remember his name when I said it was Rico Chappelle. I went to high school actually with Rico Chappelle. He's a little bit older than me, and a couple years. And he's from my hometown or wherever. And it's funny because he came back he designed one of my best friend's wedding dresses, and he came back, and that topic came up about 4 years ago, and it was just as blunt as the video that he did before he moved out to California. But yeah, he only came up because Boo was trying to remember who he was in relation to hanging with the Braxtons. He used to design all their dresses, all those spandex, like just him and Funky Dineva actually fell out after all that they sell too. So.
Right.
Oh, yeah, and that's why I started
star.
asking questions, because I saw you in the chat said Rico DePel, and I wrote his name down. I said,
Oh yeah,
that's what I need to
my
know.
good sis Boo. She was trying to figure out who he
All
was in relation to Tamar. So I was talking to Boo, and then when he came up, we just all remember him in the chase. The thing he had to throw away it was a chase lounge he had.
Right.
And she sat on it, and he said it was so stank. But Rico is dramatic now. I mean, I love him to death, but he is dramatic. But I mean, I will leave him. He said he threw away the furniture. I mean, he had proof that he threw away the furniture.
I just don't like Karens of any race. Okay, they start missing, and they deflect. And some of these people are black Karens. Y'all start stuff, and then you want to cry and say, "Woe is me," and I'm being attacked. And I just think that's wrong, because there are plenty of times when black women really are attacked. Okay, for real, and they didn't do anything deserving of it. But then nobody want to take it seriously. But y'all want to come on here and act like Michelle is being attacked of all people. Like I said, Michelle is not for women, and anybody who believes she's for women is crazy. I'm not taking up for her.
I don't think anybody was saying she was attacked. I think I was asking a question about how people felt about their opinion on that interview. I had never heard Funky go in that deep. And then I said maybe because it was a 6-year thing of her trolling him. And I was saying, go watch it. It was really epic. And I wanted other people's opinion on that, because there are going to be people saying that he went far, because he just said himself, people are going to be saying, oh, gay man went at the black man. Now, I'm not saying that either. I'm wanting to get some opinions on that interview, because, and like I say, Tashak when asked no question, he just went in, but I can understand him being tired after 6 years.
He just needed Tasha for the vessel. He didn't really need Tasha.
I just hope she don't really smell like that.
It was nothing but a repeat. It was a regurgitation of the same thing. You can go back and watch the old videos, bless. This is nothing but a repeat of the same stuff. Wow. It's the same stuff he said at the time when it was going on. Funky's funky. Funky ain't changed.
That's what I was
you thought it was too much yesterday.
You would think it was too much
ever been in the beginning.
Okay, let me hear what you said.
He deleted it.
He deleted the video.
Let me tell you. I watched it.
I need one of y'all to talk at a time.
It was lower than he's ever been. He's been lower than he was last night in this last
Okay.
What happened was that old video, he felt bad at the time, and he actually buried it from the internet. He privated it and ripped it off. It was so hard to find it. You could go find it in splashes around the YouTube, but he actually had it stripped or whatever, because he admitted that at the time he felt like it was very low. Actually, like I'm gonna tell you, he went lower before than he did on Tasha K was PG. He done went below.
Do you think Michelle really still heard about that friendship, even though she trolled him for 6 years? She got her money. I'm assuming that's the only real friend she ever really had in life, the way it sounded to me. Her friends all on YouTube, because when her and him broke up, then she ran over there and got into Kaya, because Kaya and T.S. Madison was getting in. She kept inserting herself. But like I said earlier, I don't know what their breakdown was. All I know is they did end up in court, And I knew at the time T.S. Madison really did love Kaya and vice versa. So that's how that went back then. I remember that part of it. But do you think that Michelle is really still hurt because she felt like she really lost a friend that she really loves?
I think it's ego and embarrassment at this point.
And not only that, she feels like she made Funky Dineva.
Exactly.
Well, she definitely didn't do that, because, like I said, I know she didn't do that because, like I said, I was a Twitter person, and that's how I ran into Funky. Didn't even do the time I ran into him. I didn't even know Michelle A.T. Alien at that time. So, no, she didn't build him at all. I remember him very well.
She feels like she got his business side up. But if she really got his business side up, why he still ain't trademarked after 6 years? But that's what she feels like, if she helped him get his business game and the Google ads up.
I feel she's still really hurt. I think that they actually really were friends. Like you said, she doesn't have many friends. I think at the time she was a real friend to him, and then the friendship went left. I'm not saying that when everything started off, Michelle was wrong. I'm just saying that it's been 60 years and the person hurt you. Even if you're not going to forgive them, you still shouldn't just keep coming at them. And if you keep coming at them, you have to expect what you expect. Now, nobody's going to lay down in the street and just be a doormat for you. And another thing, she needs to understand this. One thing that he did say, because she said it herself that he was on drugs. He explained that he had been using drugs. He explained that he had a lot of people dying around him. Not saying it excuses anything, but he gave his reasons for why he did some of the things that he did. He said he was wrong, and he did apologize for it. So at this point, we've all been hurt. We all go through stuff. You either gonna go ahead and get over it, or you're gonna just keep on waddling in it. But as a grown woman, nobody's gonna keep feeling sorry for you after a certain amount of time.
But you remember how Michelle inserted herself in a situation with TS and VS and the stuff with the chicken ball gate because we brought up his drug.
Oh, she sure did. I forgot about that one. She sure did. She inserts herself into. So that means she just inserts herself in any little fight, whatever that goes on.
Bless. Even the Funky Dineva stuff. Now, I ain't never done a video on this to talk about this stuff, but the Funky Dineva stuff. Do y'all remember how it actually started?
What Funky Dineva and Michelle? I thought it was because. Well, you tell me, because I just tell me. Then I'll tell you if I remember something like that.
Come on,
that's where this whole situation is. Where that little saying that Funky talks about, you can't blast me with my tea because I'm gonna get in front of it.
Okay.
That's where this all started from. That's where it started from. This started from that whole rent situation in the apartment and all that. Michelle brought it to social media. And
I still remember the video. Remember she walked through
she showed receipts and she's showing pictures and showing the apartment after he moved out. She brought all that stuff to social media. And then Funky came in and, like he said, getting in front of the story, but in the midst of it, he dragged her.
Yeah, I remember.
But she had actually already dragged him.
Yeah, I remember she did a walkthrough through the house talking about it.
That was the beginning. The beginning. And then he dragged her after that. And then it just continued on. Then she came back, then he came back, then he came back, then it got uglier and uglier. And like I said, when Rico Chappelle came in, it got real funky because, again, Rico Chappelle had a following as well. Rico Chappelle
from
was
the
reality show star. Rico Chappelle been on Project Runway. He had been on the Braxton Show. He had a following of his own, and he came in and took and basically confirmed everything Funky said. So it was looking bad for Michelle, and it just started getting nastier and nastier and nastier. But what actually kicked it off is Michelle bringing that information about his eviction down to social media.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which has never happened. So I'm not saying you're wrong, you're right. Listen, it came to social media. Once it comes to social media and you try to embarrass me, can't nobody tell me how to fight. How long to fight, or how bad to fight.
I have a question for you guys. Okay, so how do you feel about people who are friends
and then ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the cleanup.
And then right. So that's my thing. But how do you feel about friendships when people who are friends bring stuff to social media? Because like when I was growing up, we didn't have this, but I would never, if I fell out with my friend, I have never been online with my friends and argued or with my family or, started going back and forth. But I see so many people doing that. And I just want to know, how do y'all feel about that? I mean, why don't people draw the line when it comes down to bringing this stuff to social media?
I always talk about how I feel about it. I think it's petty. I don't think that. First of all, if I'm really friends with somebody, we break a friendship, I need to come on here and tell people what we did in secret and private, what happened while we were friends. I just think there's no integrity in it. I just ain't going to go there like that. Didn't do it when I was a child, not going to do it right now as an old lady. And you see people here doing that. They'll get mad at you, then come talk about everything y'all may have did when y'all was friends. Why? What's the point? So that's how I feel about it, and I say it all the time. So it makes me not even trust that person that's doing that, because I say, okay, if you can do your used to be friend like that, I gotta watch you and side eye you because you did that. You're gonna do me the same way on Mad Day. That's how I feel about it.
It's weird because now when people break up, the first thing they do is run to social media and tell everybody.
And do a whole panel thing. And do a whole thing. I do a whole round the world. Everybody panel. No, I'm not going to do that. No, why would I? What's the point?
I don't know, but I just know if somebody did me like that, I'd never be friends with them again. They're like, if I was friends with you and then you come online, I don't care if it's Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and you tell everybody about whatever, because friendships have ups and downs. So sometimes it can be salvaged. But if you were to come and tell YouTube about whatever was going on with me and you, I would never be friends with you again, ever.
No, I'm not gonna be friends with nobody, and I see that they rolling like that. You was friends, now you mad, and now you want to tell her, no, I'm not going to do that. I think it's petty. That's how I feel about it. Now, back to Funky Geneva. Now, when I was speaking earlier, I said that...
Well, wait a minute, Blas. Back up. Back up. Let me answer your question before you move on to Funky Geneva. Because, I'm a product of that whole situation. So let me answer that.
Did you fall off?
No, I ain't fall off. Can you hear me?
I'm here. I'm quiet.
Hey, okay. All right. Let me answer the thing about the bringing it to social media and all of that.
Go ahead.
I'm a product of that situation. And yes, I am petty. I am petty and all of that. I accept all of that. But let me tell you this. I tell everybody, before we get close, I tell everybody, I am a wonderful friend, but I am a better enemy. If you violate me, I promise you, I'm going to violate you. And I'm going to violate you worse than you violated me. That's just the rule. So once we have whatever we have and I'm quiet, you do best to leave it alone. Because I don't have a problem holding court. I'll hold court anywhere. Church, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you started, I intend to finish it. And I'll accept a shut up, Nika.
But there's a difference, though. There's a difference. I'm not even putting you in that category because people came to you first and you protected yourself.
What you're saying was right. It is petty. It is
you think it's petty that you clapping back? Okay, I get it.
He's completely petty. What goes on between me and Sean Bradley is petty as hell.
Okay.
It's petty as hell and it's nasty. And that's the answer to your question, Boo. When there is a friendship involved, it gets nasty because it's personal.
Yeah. But you tried to keep it.
Don't mean nothing. But somebody that I spent time with, sat and looked face to face with, it's personal. It's personal.
Okay. So James, I want everybody in this channel. Hey, Miss West and Philip West. So, my opinion on it is, I think this all happened because once Funky Dineva page got hit, I think Michelle, she wanted to gloat in his downfall, and she reposted that apartment stuff again. And I'm like, why did you bring 6 years of the apartment stuff up? That had nothing to do with his channel being hit. And who get excited about someone maybe losing their revenue? I mean, she wanted to gloat in that. And when he got his channel back immediately, she hadn't already done said what she had to say. And I think once he seen that she had something to say and wanted to gloat in his downfall, and then she reposted apartment stuff, I think that's when he went to.
He said enough. And we started all over again.
Okay, so that's what I'm trying to explain to y'all right now. There's a difference in what I was really trying to explain. He cut me back. There's a difference with you, Spilly Boy. Somebody brought that to social media. That's petty. That John Gacy or Troutmouth didn't have to bring that to social media. I thought it was petty. It's not like you came over here and brought that here. Exactly. So I'm not even putting you in that category of what I was trying to describe of people I see that have the mad days. So,
but it is petty though. It is petty. It is petty. Yeah. I gotta be honest, because when you look at it and you don't go dissect it, we both look petty. And we both look petty.
He looked more petty. He looked more petty because he's jealous. He's jealous and he's telling a lot of lies. Yeah. So that's what I'm calling petty. So I'm not putting, but then it's petty all around. You're right.
It really is. I mean, you gotta be an adult about it. It is petty. It really is petty. Because I have the wherewithal where I could have walked away and said, you know what, whatever, Sean. And I could have just walked away. But that ain't how I make
you're going to walk away eventually. I don't see that you're going to be on here for 6 years going back and forth with the same person over the same thing. You know, so I just think that I get 5 months, 6 months, something like that, 2 years, but 6 freaking years, it's the 6 years for me. I'm sorry. I just don't have that.
I don't even want to have to go but sometimes, like Spitty said, you got to know the history. But I figure after a year or two, I mean, 6 years is worse. I get it. But even a couple of years, why keep bringing all that foolishness up? Really?
Where we're at, it has a problem. It can keep resurfacing because people make money off of it.
Well,
so that's why it continues going. If it was just regular life, if there was ass whoopings being handed out, it would stop, sooner than later because people be tired of getting their ass whooped. But being as though there are AdSense checks being handed out, nobody's getting tired.
Okay, somebody said that they haven't been going back and forth that long. How long have they been going back and forth, y'all?
6 years.
Right. That's the difference with James and Sean Bradley. James did the same thing. He wasn't responding to the stuff that he was seeing that Sean Bradley was doing. Now he eventually responded, and now they have what they have. But what the difference with Funky Dineva and Michelle is the past 6 years, she has made several videos about him, and he has not responded.
He shut up. He literally shut up and went on about his way. He ain't mentioned it.
I haven't argued with an ex that long. I just think that's crazy. I'm serious. If I'm not upset about dick that long, I just don't get it.
I'm probably done after a year, really. I hate it, but sometimes you have to go back. People gonna say something to rehash it, like you say, Spilly Boy. So evidently, Michelle keep rehashing 6-year-old stuff, but that was my first time hearing Funky didn't even go in like that. But you said to
Funky will let you have it. Funky's mouth is vicious.
Woo, Lord, it was vicious. It was vicious.
But again, the things that were said, the worst things. He said the worst things about her. She said the worst things about him. She talked about that boy's credit. She talked about his finances. She talked about his alleged drug habit. She was given dates and times and situations. She went just as low as he went.
Yeah, she talked about his health status that was allegedly.
It was terrible. It was terrible. Look, what you give out, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, and it has nothing to do with sex. And when she was losing, she immediately made it about sex. When she was losing with Maddie, she immediately made it about sex.
Yeah, and when she was mad, when friends get into it, and no matter what they say, whether it's true or not, people tends to believe it because they once were friends. So when she said those things about him, people did believe what she said because they were friends. And I do agree with you, James. This is numbers. This is a number game. She know this thing right here for to make some money.
Right.
I feel like it was all about money.
What picture, Lady Nika? Let me ask you that real quick before we go on. But go ahead, y'all. I just wanted to ask you. You can put it in the chat. I didn't know. I don't be over there anyway.
Miss Bless.
Instagram. Yeah. Hey, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Love, forgive me. I'm about to get ignorant right now. And
go right ahead. You're already ignorant. So go right ahead. You're already ignorant, bitch. You got the right one today. I said what the fuck I said, and that's what I meant. But go ahead and talk, ho.
I'm behind, and I usually don't watch this early in the morning, but I caught what you said.
Because you're up all night.
Wrong.
You're up all night.
You're wrong.
I'm wrong about what?
Let me speak, bitch. Because you
bitch. You're a bitch. And you're a stupid bitch. And you are a selfish bitch. And you are a nasty bitch.
What the fuck you had to say about me? And you're
go ahead and talk.
You're wrong. So let me go back. Let me.
If I'm a hoe, I must be a good one because I don't have to pass anybody my number, bitch, and beg them to call. I don't have to get.
Oh Lord, y'all!
I don't have to get started.
I wouldn't even talking to you.
I don't have to ask a gay man to fuck me, bitch. I don't have to get online and ask the king for shit, bitch. When I walk out the household, I call, bitch. I don't have to be all night online.
Everybody
dick, bitch. I don't have to do that. I don't have to get online and kiss a whole ass who sit up and act like she all of this and talk about a deceased child family, you stupid whore, to get accepted. So you're the bitch. You're the whore. I than a stupid black bitch who get online and start to brag about being in a country club when you couldn't even get in country clubs until 1990, hoe, because they didn't accept us. So if you want to talk about somebody being a hoe or somebody being a bitch, do all of that shit. But I'll take it today because I don't give a fuck what you say because I don't respect you, hoe. So go ahead and fucking talk. But everything you say is fucking irrelevant. You did that shit. You said that shit. And I said what the fuck I said, bitch. Now you go to Quanti with that shit because I'm not the one, hoe.
Okay, have you even had your coffee this morning?
Bitch, I had coffee. I had a motherfucking run. Okay. I had sex last night. I got a family who love me, bitch. I don't have to get on here and pretend. You can sit back and try and act all cool, calm, and collected. But if you were really as cool, calm, and as happy as you were, you wouldn't have done the shit that you did.
Okay, but I'm not the one that has to brag about having sex. Online.
Evidently, you need some. You need some. I'm not the one who has to contact a nigga with fucked up teeth by the name of Lemon to ask him to call me.
Okay. So anyway, I digress. So the reason why I hopped on your panel, Miss Blessed, and good morning, is because I heard this bitch say that I
meant for you to
said some
hear
disparaging things. Let me tell you what really happened. And if this bitch can let me talk, I will explain what happened. When Quani did that live, I was in the chat and I said, yes, I saw the video because she was asking if people saw the video. I said, yes, I saw the video. And she said, Terry P, come on up. And I came up. And the first thing that I said is, I'm not giving my opinion. I'm giving my take on what I saw in the video. And I made sure that I said what happened to that young man was wrong. And I said that 11 times. That video is still up. So when you have bitches like
baby, you sat on a panel and that's not what you said. Miss Bless, play the video. Play the video.
Play the video.
Whose video? Okay. Whose video? Sir King?
This is so stupid.
Whose video?
This is stupid.
Play the video.
I'm in the chat.
Whose video? Sir King?
No.
Kwani's video. Play the video. That's not what you did. You sat there.
But you didn't even see the video, ho. You didn't see the video.
You did not do that.
You didn't see the video.
Play the fucking video.
What video? What's the name?
Terry P. If you were a decent person, those people lost their son. Their son is dead. That child was not in the ground.
What video y'all talking about?
It wasn't even in the ground. For you to even get on a panel and say, I'm looking at the video and I'm trying to dissect it to figure out
why is this old chick nothing disparaging about that old man, so don't put me in that motherfucker.
Good morning, Fisher.
You're not gonna do that to me.
Somebody asked Brianna Simone to come on the panel.
What video? I don't know which video it is, y'all. Is Brianna here? Because I don't watch Quani. I don't know which video it is.
What the fuck I said. If you would have never got your ass up on the panel and did that shit, if that was your child, would you want someone to do it to you, bitch? I don't give a fuck. I don't have to say I have a black son. You know why? Because people know I would have a black son, bitch.
Don't you even?
I don't have to say that because people would know I have a black son. Would you want someone to do that to you, bitch? Would you want someone to do that to your child? You hoes don't give a fuck about the rest of the world and want somebody to care about you. It's fuck you. And for anybody who's saying I'm passionate, I damn sure am passionate about a young black man who was murdered in the motherfucking streets by the police. And I'm wondering why the fuck ain't y'all? You stupid bitch.
Don't even put that.
Talking about you got a black son. I feel sorry for your black son. If you the type.
I'm done.
Don't be done. I said what the fuck I said. You had no business sitting up talking about you're analyzing a motherfucking video. You analyzing a video about a black child being murdered in the street before their parents even had an opportunity to bury them. You sat up on a panel where those people were being drugged, you dumb whore, and you was okay with it. Yeah.
Terry, your volume is down, baby girl. We barely can hear you.
She turned her volume down because she knows she wrong. Instead of her just saying, I'm sorry for what the fuck I did.
Miss Bless, I have a black son.
I don't give a fuck. You don't
y'all got black sons, baby girl. What's the point?
That don't make you black, bitch.
What's the point, though? We got black children.
Why do that need to be black, bitch? Taking black dick don't make you black.
I don't think it's nothing they got. I don't know if they got it.
Wait a minute. Why did that need to be said? We all got black children. That's black.
Why is she putting
Hey, Miss Bless, I just came up here because
I did it because I wanted to. I brought it up because I wanted to. I brought it up because you put it out there. You did it. You didn't want nobody to talk about it. Don't do it, bitch.
Do not lie on me, whore. Don't lie on me, whore.
Play the video, bitch. You did it. You were there. Go ahead. I'll let you talk, Miss O.
Go ahead, Miss Theo.
Miss Bless, I was in that live with Kwani that night. And Boo is actually just giving a recant of when Brianna summarized it. She's not putting no sauce on her, adding to it. She's just giving the exact recount that when Brianna reviewed the live in her chat. And Boo was talking about that. And I came up here because Sassy was in the thing telling Terry if she need her, she'll come up here. And Terry, Terry, you was my good sis, and I'm disappointed with a few things I have seen lately, but not enough to bash you. But to be fair, Terry said she came up here to address Boo. Now, but just because Boo got the best of her now,
Tia, I'm fine. I'm sitting up here having a good day. Fuck
no.
Well, I get loud because I'm black. That's what the fuck I do.
She was gonna come like she was gonna save Terry. And I'm like, nah, I'm gonna come up there then too, because you can't just get mad because Boo got the best of the situation. Terry came to confront her.
The thing is, we was talking about a total different subject. When I was on the subject about Terry, the first hour of my life.
Exactly. And Terry said, Miss Bless, excuse me, I'm gonna come up here.
I'm kind of confused of what was going on.
Miss Bless, I came in late. I came in really late, so I'm way behind. And when
for me, it's not about getting the best. I don't like what I don't like what she did to that child.
Oh, I understand that.
I don't what child? See, I'm lost on that too. What happened with what child, Boo?
It's a lie. It's a lie.
I don't like what she did to that child's family.
Terry, let me hear what's going on. What child? The one that passed? Which child?
Yes, ma'am. The one that passed away. I'm not just going to go off on somebody for something just so freaking small.
You did, whore. Go check that video out.
You want to be a
Terry, calm down, baby girl. You're losing your accent here. Now, what child?
Other than that, I'm out.
It's Kwani's video, Miss Bliss, but I don't know if I would go around playing Kwani's video.
I don't think I want to mess with Kwani.
Brianna in the comments, I'm telling you.
Miss Bless, I'm not going to have.
But I was in the live with Terry that night, and I'm going to tell you how.
Let's talk about the facts. Don't start talking about you're going to jump off. Like I said, when that
you don't know the fucking facts. You haven't seen the video. Wow. Clearly.
I was in the live.
Clearly, you have not seen the video.
Okay, go ahead and talk. Tell them, Miss O, what happened in the live.
I specifically said, I'm not giving my opinion. I'm telling you what I saw in the
Brianna, can you tell us what's going on? I'm confused about what child at this point because several
Terry, I haven't even gave my opinion yet. You
don't even know.
Brianna probably at
you, the Mrs. O. I don't even know what the fuck this came from. Why is this shit coming up?
It came from what people don't like you. You shouldn't have done that, Terry. That's not right.
Let me clarify.
You don't know.
It's not right.
Don't pray, girl, because I don't know how I got here.
Don't take from what you did, Terry. It doesn't take from what you did. You were fucking wrong. You're wrong, Terry. You're wrong. That child died, Terry. That child was murdered, Terry. That child was murdered, Terry. He was shot over 30 times, Terry. Do you know?
I want to know the same thing.
Do you know what happened to him before, Terry? Do you know how they put dogs on him, Terry? Do you know that? Do you know how the police?
I'm trying to hear you. Hold on for a minute. What you say, Miss Theo?
Do you know how to put him?
Okay, we're gonna talk about that in a minute. Miss Boo, she want to tell me what happened in the video. Go ahead, Miss Theo.
What happened in the video? Terry was on there with Kwani, and you know Kwani, and sometimes the calm. I will give this to Terry P. Sometimes to calm Kwani down. Sometimes I've noticed when I do catch it, she'll laugh with Kwani and, you know, soothing, talking that way that Terry talking. Kwani would do that laugh. And she was trying to get her to kind of not be so vitriol about the whole situation, kind of calm her down.
I was
wow, you was talking about Divine?
Oh, really?
Fuck you, Terry.
Wow.
You can post that video.
Had you had a few drinks?
I don't know what issue you have with me because I've been nothing but supportive to you, but I never said anything bad about that boy.
What are you talking about?
Anybody to go and watch that
what
video.
What is she talking
Well,
about?
y'all, where is that? I'll play it. What's the video? I just want to know the time skip on that particular one. Then, if that's the case, I want to know.
Wasn't no camera slip. I have tape over my stuff.
Terry, who was you talking to? I didn't say you said
no camera slip. If it was, that's okay.
Abdul's
a beautiful lady.
What I said y'all were talking about.
A comment that was highlighted.
Oh, okay. Well, Terry, and so what happened?
What's the time step at in the video for her going in on Divine? I didn't know that.
I never went.
I know Kwani talked bad about it. You know, I said people are using for money. I didn't know Terry was over there.
Do you think me, Miss Bless? Come on now, y'all.
No, I want to know what happened now since I'm here. They said it's on the camera.
She did not go in on Devon.
Do you think? Wait, hold on, Miss O. Do you think me as Terry P on these motherfucking streets would get away with talking shit about that?
I don't know, Terry. I don't watch you that often. You used to be on Tracy Chat, and then we went to Sir Kings. I never was watching over there, so I don't know.
So my thing, do not bring me in some bullshit. Where did this come from?
I'm trying to find out now.
But I will say it did make me uncomfortable, Terry, because
I explained when I initially got on here. Like I said previously, I always liked Terry P.
Where's the video?
She was called LaBecky, okay? I always thought she was a cool girl. I thought that she was a very nice and genuine.
Boo, can you tell me where this is coming from? I'm confused.
Let me finish.
Confused too.
Okay. Then I wasn't in Brianna's chat last night. One of my friends who watches, they were like, you know, did you watch Brianna last night? I was like, no. And they were like, you need to watch it, you know, because you on here, you know, I told, you know, my friend don't like Terry. But anyway, so I go and I watch it. And I'm telling you, because I take my run in the morning. I'm running and I was listening to Brianna. And then so Brianna starts to explain what happened in Pettyville. Do you remember yesterday when you said what happened in Pettyville? And I said, I don't know what happened in Pettyville or why Pettyville would be upset with Terry P, you know? So I started listening to it. Brianna gets on and she starts to say that Terry P went on Kwani's panel when Kwani was dragging Devon and his family. Devon is the boy who was murdered by the police, and they said that he committed suicide. He was shot over 30 times. She said that Terry P got on the panel and was saying disparaging things. She said that Terry.
Did you hear me say that? Boo!
No, but I will be fair. To be fair, Terry, I will say I was upset a little bit myself, and I didn't tell anybody. But I kind of felt that you were not. I kind of felt that you kind of enabling Kwani a little bit.
On my son's life, I never said anything disparaging.
No, you did not.
I'm going to tell you this, Terry P. I have a report with Brianna.
I want to find the video and the timestamp. Brianna said it happened too. So I was trying to highlight a comment, but I got away from it.
Terry wants to know where it came from. So Terry, I'm letting you know that's where it came from. My issue is, you know, I don't appreciate that. Terry. You're sitting up here.
Miss O.
We're saying that she lying.
What did you just say?
Miss O is saying that she's not too. Go ahead, Miss O.
Yes, I said that she did not say anything disparaging about him as far as attacking him directly. Anything. I told Terry, but to be honest, and I'm just now saying this, it did make me feel like I felt like I was talking to the camera saying, Terry, don't encourage Kwani, because I knew what you was trying to do. But also, too, I felt like some of the stuff you were saying with Kwani was just giving her more gas. And she did put more sauce on what you were saying back to her, because that's how Kwani is, and she wanted to prove her point. But I felt
Are you guys listening?
You were like giving her credence to
what's the name of the video? And someone verified the video's name. Tina, you said what?
I came across that Devon's actions were being questioned.
Are you listening to Miss O? Miss O said I said nothing disparaging. I would never do that to that baby. And people try to bait me.
But what I did say is I did feel like what you were doing, you were kind of encouraging some of Kwani's questioning of that boy's actions
But Miss O, okay, let me bring it down. Miss O, did you hear me when I said I'm going off from what I saw in the video?
Yep, and you told everybody that they should go watch it for
I wish
yourself.
somebody could find me the video.
I stated that because I know how narratives are spent, and I wanted to make sure that nobody took what I was saying about what I saw
Terry,
in
it's
the
the
video
same thing.
as
But when
my
she's talking about
opinion.
James, I feel like just being in proximity to that, like when she called him a pedophile and things like that, when she went out there one day, I kind of was looking like, you know, I said, if I was Terry, abort mission, get off of that panel, because it's about appearances. When you up there and some of the stuff she's saying, it kind of goes in like you're kind of supporting her. That's the danger of entertaining Kwani just a little bit, because she's going to tramp on it and make you and manipulate it, and it's going to make it even worse. Like
I get that, Miss O.
When she called James a pedophile, there's no way I would have stayed in that.
I get that.
All I know is the 418 in the house, 160 likes. Can I get some likes, y'all?
Okay,
let me say this. I don't care who turns on Terry P and who doesn't turn on Terry P. I don't care who's okay with Terry P and who's not okay with Terry P. I'm saying what I feel.
You were wrong in what you said.
I'm not going to change it. If you got on there and you questioned his actions and you started saying, why didn't he do this? Why didn't he do that? I have a problem with you saying that, okay? Because if that was your child who had been recently murdered, you wouldn't want anyone to come online and start to say, why didn't he do this and why didn't he do that? Okay, as a mother, a so-called mother, where is the love? Where is the compassion? You got online last night and you wanted people to cry with you because you couldn't take being dragged in a check, but you could not sit up there and just stop being all involved in the death of a child.
You defamed me.
Oh, that's the
just told you what I said. You defamed me, and that's unacceptable.
You defamed him.
Okay, I can't. Okay.
His mother was grieving. You added to the strife.
Goodbye. I can't with people that want to be ignorant.
When you cry next time and you want somebody to cry for you, you need to remember it. You need to remember it. You shouldn't have done it. You were wrong. And that's my opinion, and I got my opinion, and I'm keeping it. And I said, fuck her, and that's what the fuck I said. And that's what the fuck it is. Fuck you, okay?
But before you go, Terry, there's two questions people asking you in the chat.
Yes, bitch. You can't make me having an opinion, but you could think a mother who just had a child killed can take that shit.
I guess I just don't understand the way Avatar Nation works, because I don't understand how Stacey coming up here thinking she need to defend you, but at the same time she was saying the same things that we were saying about what happened on Sir King chat too. That's just crazy to me, and that's the only reason I came up here, because I'm just like, now don't get mad, because Terry, the first thing Terry did say is, now Miss Bliss, please forgive me, because I'm about to basically go in on
you.
Now because Boo got the best,
I was going to have a conversation with her.
I get tired of bullying her.
She don't deserve shit.
Hey, Bless. Just for a quick moment, everybody's yelling.
Yep. Okay, she got work, y'all. Everybody hold on, let Brianna speak.
Could you put everybody in the back real quick? Just
okay.
Because I don't
y'all, because Brianna trying to speak.
Oh my
I'm
God,
gonna put y'all down for a minute.
So basically what happened was Kwani went live. Kwani was basically saying, yeah, y'all ain't gonna like this. Kwani was live, just dragging Devon, dragging his family, asking so many questions. Now, mind you, Terry P never came to my chat the entire time this whole situation was going on. All of a sudden, she clicked the link. So everybody in the chat like start looking crazy, like, what? Terry P gets up there and immediately starts saying, well, was he smoking weed? You know, this and that. And why he didn't listen. They asked him so many times. And she was like, well, let's be for real. I watched the video. And after watching the video, this, that, and that, she had so much negative things to say. It was very nasty. It was very distasteful. And no Black mother would get up on a panel and do that. It was very nasty.
And she didn't even understand that Kwani was doing that at a shot at me. So really, while you up there, you was taking shots at me the entire time. So I'm like, wow. And I've never really dealt with her the same since then. You go your way, I go my way. But it was very nasty. It was very distasteful. People who she was cool with in the chat was saying, Terry P, what are you doing? And she was like, no, 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 I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. It was all of that. All of that.
Wow.
So I'll be back in the chat.
Thank you, Brianna. Now, Cherry P, baby, I'm bring you up. You can answer back to that. Miss Dio, where you at? I'm going to drop the link again. Terry.
Let me tell you this. I don't know what beef Bree has with me. I've been nothing but.
She don't have a beef with you. She was just saying what happened in Kwani's chat.
Miss Bless, all I have to say is go watch that video.
What's the name? I keep asking what's the name of the video. I'm looking for it. I will play that for you.
It was the video she did on the child. And I was very, and if anybody knows how I move, I'm very cautious when it comes to sensitive subjects.
Well, who's good at looking at video? Where y'all at? Because I'm trying to find it. It's hard to look for it in one of the shows.
I'm sure Kwani will see this. And if anybody can reach out to Kwani, you guys go watch that video. Because
we don't got to reach out to her. She in the bushes.
I don't have any issues with Bree, but she put some sauce on that. And you know you did, Bree. And that's all I'm going to say. The Mrs. O just said she was in that chat. So, the only reason I hopped on is because Kwani asked if anybody saw that video. I typed in the chat, yes, I did. And she said, Terry P, can you come up? And I said, I remember this like it was yesterday. I said, give me a few minutes. And she allowed me a few minutes to get up on that chat. Okay. So I'm not going to do this shit.
So what did you say when you got up on the chat?
When I got up, the first thing that I said is what happened was overkill. That's what I said. And I said what they did was overkill. He did not deserve that. And I said, I'm not going to give my personal opinion. I said, I'm going to tell you what I saw in that video. So when you guys watch that live, because Kwani still has that up, I'm sure.
I keep asking where it is. Somebody find it so I can play it. You know where it is and what timestamp.
Y'all want to apologize to me. Because I'm not going to have people lie to me.
Okay, well, wait a minute. Wait, just a minute, Terry. Terry, hold on. So all you said was that it was overkill. You didn't go further on to say that they actually coach, because Brianna and Miss Dion Boo's not the only one saying that, baby girl, in the chat. A lot of them saw that video.
I said, but I gave a recap of what I saw in the video, Miss Bless.
But what more did you say though, besides just saying the overkill?
I gave a recap of
what give one to us now. Okay, you said overkill.
I gave a recap of what the officers told him. I said what I saw, and I said he was killed up. He was healed over, and Kwani and I both said yes. We saw him healed over. He was talking about. I mean, I don't even know why this came up.
But did you ask?
This?
Miss Bless, can I ask you to put her in the back for a minute? Terry P, stay. I don't want to yell. I just want.
I'm done. I can't.
No, you don't have to leave, Terry. I'm trying to ask you some questions.
I want people to watch the video.
Well, where is it then? What's the timestamp? I want to know that you say, did you ask, did he smoke weed? Did you say that he was asked several times to get out the call? You had to say more than overkill.
I said what the officers were saying, and I also said I don't know what was going on with the young man.
Oh.
I said nothing disparaging. Nothing.
Listen,
I'm the mom of a black son.
Okay, now see, listen, Terry. I'm starting to understand why people say things about you. Why do you got to keep saying I'm a mother of a black son? We all are children of black because we're black.
Like I'm saying something
As if we don't have black kids.
That could have been my son. That could have been my son in that fucking car.
And that's my question, Terry. That's my issue. That's my issue. For the people who are saying, why was I yelling? I'll explain to you exactly why I yelled. I yelled because Terry P came on saying she was going to basically curse me out. That's what she said. Okay. And another thing, Terry P never stands in her shit. She's been wanting to run off of this panel. She won't answer the question as to what it was she said exactly. Kwani has taken down the video. My issue is this, and this is why I came at her so hard, and I don't care who doesn't like it. I don't care. I don't need you all acceptance. All right. I'm going to stand up for black children. I'm going to stand up for black murder victims. I'm going to stand up for people who have been victimized by the police.
Well, that's why I can't find the video that it took down, because I was diligently looking for right now while I was talking with y'all. Terry, I had a couple of questions people was asking in the chat before you left.
I've been
they wanted to know where your accent went to. They wanted to know that you say he was smoking weed. And then the other question, they want to know why you keep saying black child, we black, our children are black. Those are 3 questions.
Is not being bullied. Terry P is not being piled up on. Okay. So for those who don't understand what's going on, I'll explain to you exactly what's going on. I'm going to explain to you exactly why I'm angry. Terry P can say whatever she wants to say. Terry P was over there on that panel. What they said was things like, well, what did he do? Did he closet himself? That's an issue to me, because if you recall at that time, those people didn't even have them. They didn't have what they even needed to bury their son. Like I said, I don't like anybody who would sit there. If it was one of y'all, if you get on here and you start to do that to someone else and do them like that, I'm gonna have an issue with you too. I think that's evil. I think it's ugly. I think it's disgusting.
The video is research is the key.
It's gone.
Okay, I don't see it.
I wouldn't do that to anybody, okay? Somebody just lost their freaking child, and you're sitting up here trying to imply that there was a reason that he was killed, and now you're sitting up, I'm a mother of a black son, black son, black son. You make it make sense.
You don't have to convince us that you black, baby. They say you black, so you ain't got to tell us that.
A white child. I don't care if it was an Asian. It was wrong. And like I said, my issue with her is that what she does is she sat there last night while she was on another panel crying and carrying on, wanting somebody to feel sympathy for her. My thing was, why everybody gotta feel sympathy for you when you don't feel it for nobody else? That's what I said. I said she plays victim. She does nasty things herself. Now you want to cry because some people in the comment section were dragging you about an accent when you dragged a whole mother about her dead child. Come on now. Y'all know what happened to those people. I'm not gonna even repeat all of it. And I don't care who says that they have a problem with me speaking out. Shell said the video is still up. So
I'm looking for it. I don't see it. Research the name of the video.
You're good with me. I don't need no help.
Miss Blair.
And ain't nobody, and let me say this right here. She did come on here and have a chance to say what she wanted to say. That's not true. She came straight on here and started hollering herself. So for you to say, let her speak, we did give her that chance. We did. And she came up and changed the whole narrative. Matter of fact, I was asking Spitty Boy some questions. And that's why I asked her all this time. And that's what it was. So she did have a chance to speak. Now, the name of this thing is Key Search is the thing. But they keep, for some reason, I don't see the video. It's saying her name is Kwani Squad, right?
Miss Blair.
Queen Kwani, right?
She might got more than one channel, but one of y'all play it.
Hey, boo.
Yeah, somebody play it because I don't see it.
Miss
I'm sitting here been looking for a long time.
Miss Blair.
Huh?
I came up here real quick to say, Butterflies in the chat saying that I'm a flip-flopping ass bitch because she bringing up old stuff from Ask April. And they keep coming in here doing that.
Okay.
And I wasn't bothering anybody. She wants to know why I didn't say nothing about it before, because it wasn't brought up before. They just came up about the video and they asked, and I said I was actually there live. So Miss Bless once again requested me as her trusted mother to come up here and tell her. I wasn't even gonna come up there. So I said,
Well,
I
we're
want
going
to
to
see a
get to it
live
in a
though.
minute, y'all. We're going to get to it in a minute.
I never even got a chance to finish what I was saying. So she don't even, Butterfly don't even know what I was getting ready to say. I'm getting tired of that. Y'all need to quit bringing old stuff over here. That don't have nothing to do with what we over here doing.
Girl, pay no attention to them trolls, though.
Myself because I'm not a flip-floppy ass bitch. I just don't like fake bitches, and I'm done.
Okay, listen. I'm almost there.
Recap of what I saw. This is not my opinion. It's a recap of what I saw in the video. Can you hear me, Kwani? Yes, ma'am. I can hear you. Okay. So the officers kept telling him, we don't want to hurt you. You know, we want to protect ourselves and you. So they were trying. And the young man was very scared. He was nervous. He was scared. First, they got the driver out. And I didn't even know they had someone in the back seat until the K9 came to the car. I think that's when the K9 came.
Did somebody put up the fair use?
That's when the K9 came. That's the reason why you saw that block. You remember we was blocking?
Can y'all put the fair use up so I can read it? And yeah, leave Miss Theo alone. We don't need to hear personal old stuff. But that's what some people do. I mean, I don't know what it's supposed to do, turn somebody against or what. I really don't care about no personal old stuff. I'm going to read this first. Copyright disclaimer, section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976 allows it made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That's
up in the back of it? That's where that block was sitting there. Okay, yes, because the window was cracked a little bit, I believe, in the back. And then that's when the back passenger got out. But they got the first person they got out of the car was the driver. And they took him to one of their units. And during the video where they were during the footage, when they were trying their best to get this young man out of the car, you could hear the driver yelling to, the passenger, the young man that was murdered, because he was murdered, in my opinion. It was over. He was murdered. He was pleading with the young man, yelling and screaming. And the officer even told the young man, look, your friend is pleading with you. And to me, it seemed like something was going on with the young man. He was very scared, very nervous, very scared. But he kept telling them, no. He was screaming, no, I'm not getting out. And then he kept telling them, tell my family I love them. He said, tell my brother I love him. Did you hear when he was saying that, Kwani? Yes. He kept saying, yes, he turned around. He was turning around talking to his people behind. He was talking to the guys in the car. Yeah, he was telling them, I love them. Yes, and I didn't even know that we didn't know there was someone in the back seat. So he was just, tell everyone we love, tell everyone I love them. Tell my mom I love her. Tell my brother I love you. And then he started screaming to his brother, I love you. And he was hunched over. He was healed. Like they thought he had a weapon, but he wouldn't show his hand. What happened was, they said that when he first bent over, they asked the officer, the body cam, I believe that they used, it had to have been a body cam for the officer who was standing there at the car. We can see inside the car. You could see inside the car. Well, the body cam was I think they were already pulled over, and then the officer that just pulled up, they were already pulled over. It was his body cam that we were viewing. So the car was already pulled over. So he arrived after the kids were pulled over. And again, it was overkill. There was no need. But I will have to say, I just have to be totally honest. They pleaded with him for a good 12 to 15 minutes to get out of the car. Guns were drawn. It was scary. And I understand the young man being scared. I get that as well, but also the words that he was saying words too. He kept saying, go ahead and shoot me. Go ahead and kill me. He was saying words too. Yeah, it seemed like something wasn't right. Something was off. Something was going on there. Something was off, and I'm not going to assume anything. I'm not going to assume anything, but something was off. And again, that's what I said, and that's what I said.
Yeah. This video I showed to law enforcement officers here where I live. And we're all saying that, and we're all saying the same thing. This is not a normal pullover. No, it wasn't. It really wasn't. It escalated really quickly, but again, something seemed off with him. Whether he was on something, whether it was mentally ill, I don't know. But he did not want. But that was the reason. But that was the reason why I asked before. About that. I said,
so Terry P, that's why I was asking you, did you say more than that? You did say something was off, that he was on, you believe he was on something. Let's continue. You did say other things besides what you told me you said, and that's all I was trying to find out, but at least we're hearing it for ourselves.
Was they on marijuana? I mean, sometimes I heard people say that, they would smoke marijuana and make them paranoid. Yeah, it was Megan Good even said it. Megan Good said she smoked marijuana and made her paranoid. That's the reason why she stopped. Yeah, it was something. And again, Connie, I'm not gonna assume because a life was taken. It was overkill. It was overkill. Yes, there was no reason for that. But I just wanted to give my take on what I saw with my own eyes because I don't go by what it was overkill. But the thing is, they negotiated and they did. They negotiated. It was he even asked them. He started.
Yeah, I think that's enough. So, yeah, it's about 5 minutes of that. So, she did say something was off.
They said you didn't get to the part yet.
Oh, okay. Let me keep going.
You didn't see that either? No, I saw he kept telling them to go away, and I'm not getting out of the car. Yeah, he kept telling them I'm not getting out, and I do have to say the police and whether people like it or not, the police officers, again, I will say this, it was overkill. But the police officers kept negotiating with him. Get out of the car. We don't want to hurt you. Yes. We don't want to hurt you. Guns were drawn. So that's why I said something wasn't right. And he kept leaning forward and heeling over. And it just seemed. He said he was looking for, but he kept saying he was looking for his phone. But he wasn't looking for his phone because he was on the phone with someone else. He even was smoking a cigarette. Guys, you didn't see him smoking a cigarette? It's been a week, a little over, whatever night it was that Bree had that live and she was saying, people were telling her in the chat, watch the video, it's online. She was go back and watch it. No, I don't want to. When you get off that was
y'all said more. How far down? Do I need to roll this up a little bit? Doctor, you said what's happening here because I could hear her saying without saying he should have gotten out the car. Yeah, she is saying a little bit more. I know what it was. He was a young black male American. Good morning. It was a little bit more. Now, I've already played 5 minutes, to be exact 6 minutes of this. I go a little bit more.
Watch the beginning. He's sitting in the seat smoking a cigarette. He was smoking a cigarette too. Yeah, I watched the video over and over again. Yeah, maybe I'll watch it a second time, but he just seemed a little odd. The whole entire thing was crazy. It was. But again, it was overkill. There was no need to empty your clip. Yes, it was. There was no need to empty your clip. Empty your clip on somebody is crazy. So and they all need to be. They need to be fired because of that. Yes. But let me say this. Need to be fired because of that. But let me say this. Let me get this on record, Kwani. Even if the child was defiant and did not obey the orders, that does not give you the right to empty your clip. Okay. Correct. They could have tased him. They could have gotten the rubber bullets. I know in certain states they have rubber bullets. Understand this? Coulda, woulda, shoulda. It's too coulda, woulda, shoulda. I understand that, but us. We watched enough folks to die for me to be sitting in my automobile telling folks I'm not gonna do what they tell me to do. When your ass, you are the officer of the goddamn law, and I'm gonna sit in my damn car and tell you what the hell I'm not gonna do. I'm gonna get my ass out that car and obey. You don't stand in no damn street and hold no damn courts.
Wait, Kwani, we have a question. Lady T asked, did you see him shoot himself? He was healed over.
Yeah, he was sitting in a seat. He had his face bent over. But you have to go and you are asking me. Go and watch the video.
But I will say this. As soon as you heard a pop, you heard clips.
You heard theirs.
You heard clips empty, so you don't know.
It was a barrage it was a barrage.
Now this chat is busy. That chick from New York, Kwani, I just watched the video. He calls his own there. I'm trying to read some of this. It was overkill, but an officer asked to see your hands. You show them. Now the chat ain't really doing too much.
I need to know where is Brianna to get to the part that she's saying, because
okay, so that's what I'm asking you. I don't want to play our whole video. I'm trying to get to some parts. Okay, kind of be mean, yes.
Well, hey, Bless, thank you for allowing me up. Can I have a quick second to address?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so first of all, I did not call the Mrs. O a flip-flopper behind anything that has to do with Axe April. I wish she would stop doing that. I didn't come up in here bringing up Axe April's name, so I don't know why she brought it off. I'm watching the live. I'm participating in the chat like everybody else. I'm calling her a flip-flopper because of what I see her doing now. It has nothing to do with Axe April. And I never called her out her name. I never called her out her name. Let me just clarify that. I never called her B. I did say she was a flip-flopping ass. I did say that. I did not call her out her name whatsoever. In fact, she got me blocked. So at the end of the day, I'm reading, when you put her stuff up there, I'm reading it. I'm listening to what she's saying on the panel, and that's what I'm going off. It has nothing to do with
let me ask you this.
So I just want to clarify that.
Okay, that's fine. But I don't see what she did. But I'm gonna keep playing the video, and thanks for coming on.
Well, I just want to clarify that because she came up here and made a statement that had nothing to do with nothing. So I just want to clarify that. That's all.
Okay, Butterfly.
Okay, fine, because I don't let. Okay, fine. Long as she was attacked as my mod in the chat, I don't know what was going on. That's something totally different. But I'm gonna get back to the video. So thank you for coming up, Miss Butterfly.
All right, thank you for allowing me up.
All right,
thank you.
Bye. All right, Terry, you back up for to play some more of this because I need to get to the point where they say I need to get to. Do anybody know? I don't want to play this whole video.
Like I told you all, but I said that before. There is a woman who says she lived in a neighborhood. She says she heard one gun.
Let me go up some. Brianna's supposed to be on here?
But you all have to see it.
Miss Bless, I just came up to say I'm vindicated, and I'm glad that you're playing the video, and I thank you for that. I appreciate you because I've already been thrown out
of them. Well, what the thing people are saying is, why did you feel like someone's off? He had to be on something.
I didn't know if he was or not. I said I didn't know if he was or not. But let's not change the narrative.
I'm not changing the narrative. I'm asking you what I'm hearing here.
But the thing is I said that I did not say anything disparaging about that young man.
Well, people think when you said it's something is off, that they did for 15 minutes, ask him to get out the car, and you assume that maybe it's on something. That's what they're not taking right.
Bless, did you play the part where I said I'm not giving my opinion? I said I am giving my take on what I saw.
I'm playing it now. I'm trying to get to the other part. Everybody telling me to get to right now.
Miss Bless Watkins, can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just as a point of clarification, I didn't see the video, so I mean, for what we heard so far, I would agree with Terry P. There was nothing disparaging, but here's the bigger picture issue. Kwani was doing this. Kwani was talking about this case not because it was just some case on the news, but because she was trying to get back at Brianna and that family. You have to understand her intent for discussing the case, and the way she started off. Kwani started off talking about some things, saying some negative things about this kid. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even think it should have been in this sector. But I remember hearing just the very beginning and cutting it right off because it was disgusting. So it's the intent. So sitting on there and trying to have an intelligent discussion about a case with somebody who's coming from a negative place is going to make people think you're co-signing her negativity.
Okay, but I
That's what I
didn't,
think these
Shell.
people, let me just say, that's
Okay.
what I think people are reacting to, Terry P. What
Okay,
I've heard so
Shell.
far, I agree with you. I didn't hear you say anything disparaging.
I
But it's
didn't,
the
Shell.
problem
I
that you're
did
doing
not.
it. It's the problem that you're doing it with this particular person who was saying disparaging things, even before
Okay.
you got on, which I think you would admit. And I don't want to stay up here. I just wanted to bring some clarity about maybe why people misunderstood or maybe misheard what you were saying, because they're looking at you saying, why is she discussing this with Kwani when Kwani's
Okay.
discussing this for a bad reason?
I accept that, Shell, and I thank you. I accept
Okay.
that.
Okay, so this is the thing, Terry P.
Do you apologize to me, Boo?
I will momentarily.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to try and make it very, very clear. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Now, one thing for sure, what they said you did and what you actually did was misrepresented. The things
Thank
that
you.
they said you said was not what was said at all.
Thank
Okay.
you, Boo. Thank you.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm not going to sit up here and uphold anybody if they're wrong. Okay.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
if they're right. I'm sorry, if they're wrong, including myself. All right.
Okay.
But I do want to say this, regardless of what was said,
Mm-hmm.
I think it was cruel and I think it was insensitive of you and Kwani to have held a panel trying to dissect a video of a young Black man who, for whatever reason, was killed, was shot all those many times, and
Mm-hmm.
his family was going through a grieving period. Now, I do know this, Terry, you're not ignorant. We
No.
all saw Kwani when she doxed those people and when she started to bring up all these nasty things about them.
Mm-hmm.
And we all knew that she had a nasty intent and that her intent was to harm that family and bring them more grief and more strife. And I
Okay.
think that as a woman who you say, I have a Black son, I have a Black child, I just
Mm-hmm.
think it would have been nice had you put yourself in that child's mother's shoes and said, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to sit up on a panel and act as if I'm a detective and try and dissect this video when I know
Okay.
that they're going through a court of law at this particular time, when I know that they're trying to grieve, when I know that they're struggling to bury the child. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't matter if what you said about the child was disrespectful. It was a disrespectful act in whole. Now, do I apologize for saying that to you? Yes, because I'm going to tell you right now,
Mm-hmm.
for the people talking about I was mad over a lie,
Mm-hmm.
maybe I was,
It
but
was
like
a lie. It was a
mhm,
lie.
it
But
wasn't. It
I
wasn't.
receive what I
Okay.
receive
Do you
what
understand what
you're
I'm
saying.
saying?
I do,
Okay,
Boo. I receive what you're
I'm
saying.
saying like if that
Yes.
was you, and you had lost your son, could
That's why I
you
kept saying I
really,
have a
really
Black
say
son.
that
That's even
you?
my
But
son.
that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying, if that was you and you had lost your son, would you
Yes.
really want a panel with
No.
people showing a video of him again and again being killed, and then trying to say, oh, well, he was bending over picking up his phone. He
No.
might have been smoking. He
No.
might have done this. He
No.
might
Right.
have done that.
No.
And so on yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
when you said that a lot of people are coming at you. I'm telling you, there's a lot of people who did not like that. There's a lot of people in this sector all around the world who have lost their family, Terry.
I receive what you're saying,
Do you
Boo. I
understand?
do. I do. I do. And I'm grateful, Miss Bless, that you played that video.
But
And
but yeah,
thank you
but
to
the
it because
fact
I
that you were sitting there, Terry, the fact that you were sitting there letting Kwani lead you on, and it sounded like by you being there like that, it do sound like you was agreeing
Miss
with
Bless,
her.
you
But then
can't
at the
know.
same time, Miss Terry, if you let me finish, at
Okay.
the same time, I heard your words as well. And so by you letting Kwani lead like that, you know how Kwani is. I'm surprised you even stayed up there after she was doing the most. And so when you said something about he must have been on something. She asked about the weed. That part right there, I think what got people, and the part when you said they pleaded for 15 minutes before you got the car. So to them, you sounded just as negative, guilty by association on that channel as Kwani. So
And
some people saying, why did you even get up and go over there? Because that's what made it look so
because
bad on you.
she asked me to come up, Miss Bless, because I said, yes, I saw the video. And she said, do you want to come up? And I said, okay. And the first thing that I said, Miss Bless, was What happened to him was wrong. It was overkill. He did not deserve that. I made sure that I said that. So, and I told everybody, I said, what I'm going to say is what I saw in the video, because a lot of people they didn't watch it because they were scared to watch it. And so I gave a recap. And
Okay, let
and
me ask you, Sour
I did
Patch.
not put any sauce on it, nothing. I gave my interpretation of what I saw, Miss Blast.
Okay,
That's
Sour
it.
Patch said no, she did not say he might have been smoking. She said Kwani brought the weed situation. Terry P did say something did seem off.
Terry P just
I
said,
said something seemed off.
She
It's
does that a
so
lot
fresh.
when she's
Yes,
listening to Kwani.
yes.
I don't know if
What
you
I said was
realize that,
he
but you
seemed
do say
off.
a whole lot when you're
So
listening.
that's what made it seem like you was agreeing with Kwani, and
But
that's the
Miss
part I'm
Bless,
trying to
but
get
then
you
I
to see
but
too.
no, Miss Bless, I'm sorry. This is your panel and I respect you. I do. But what it seems like to me is that you're trying to put a
No, no, no,
negative
no, no. Let's
on
stop right
me.
there because I'm grown and I'm gonna have to try nothing. I'm gonna say what I want to say. The
Okay,
thing is,
ma'am.
I'm trying to tell you why people got upset with you. The fact that you sat up there with Kwani all that time while she was doing all that, and she was leading you, and by her leading you, it
She
made
did
it
not
seem
lead
as
me.
if
I
you was
did not.
agreeing with her. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, ma'am. I did not agree. I gave my perception
I
of
didn't
what I
say you
saw.
did. I say it seemed as that was the case. The fact that
Okay.
you say yes, something is off, and they pleaded with them 15 minutes. That's the part people hearing. I heard your interpretation, everything that happened. I heard you, and then some
Okay.
people read between the lines and take it a little farther. That's all I'm trying to say to you.
Okay.
I'm
I
not
hear
saying
you.
nothing one way or another. I just know Kwani sounded like she was leading you, and that's
Okay.
why people got that like that.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah, so I'm not trying to blow it out of proportion or anything
Okay.
like that. I'm trying to get you to see the overall picture of how that looked. And that's why people are saying, well, then why did you even stay on it with Kwani like that? Because she was sounding like she leading you. I mean, I don't know anybody else's opinion, but that's
But
what
I did
I
but
see.
I but my thing is I'm grateful because I had to log out. I was so upset. I was literally shaking. And then I said, let me go back on because I need to face what's being said about me. And I heard the live playing and I was like, thank you, Jesus. So I'm
See,
grateful
this
that
is
some
YouTube. People are going to spin the narrative and read between the lines. They're going to take from it what they see. I've
yeah,
already
but
just
what
told you what I see.
but
Kwani
Miss
leading you
Bless,
on, and it made it seem like you was
Mm-mm.
agreeing. That's what I
Well,
see.
I'm
but
gonna
Miss
take
Bless,
from it
but
from
Miss
what I see, and I'm
Bless,
gonna stand in it. When I'm listening to it, that what was presented last night was not what I got out of it.
thank
That's
you,
not what I
boo.
got out of it.
Thank you. And that's why
And
I was
I'm
so
not gonna
upset.
backtrack on that. It's not what I got out of it. Now, do
Thank
I
you,
feel
boo.
like I think it was wrong to just do the commentary altogether? Yes, I do. But I
Okay.
do think that that's what she said. Do I think Kwani had harmful intent? Of course.
And
Do
I'm
I
not
think
Kwani. And I feel how you guys I see what you're saying. I do.
Mm-mm.
I
And
do. Oh,
listen,
hi
Stephanie
love.
said it good. You were collateral damage. And
I
to you,
was.
Kiki, I don't owe nobody apology because I didn't blame her for that. I'm listening and looking at both sides of it. I owe nobody an
I was
apology.
collateral damage. And I'm like, where did this come from? I
whoever
was
it is not
confused.
Bless who owes the apology. I don't think it would be
No,
me
no,
who owes
nobody.
the
He said
apology.
we all. I haven't did anything.
I accept
I'm
your
just going by
apology,
what I
boo.
see and heard.
I accept your apology and we're
Now,
good.
Brianna is saying that that's not the entire video because I'm getting all these
But I
texts too
can't play the
saying
whole
You
video. I don't
played
want
the
to play
vid.
her
She played
her
the
whole video. I
video.
played
Bree,
10
you have
minutes of it. That's
something
enough.
against me right now. I don't
Lady Nigga,
know.
put the link in there so people can go. If you got it, you go watch it for
I don't
themselves.
know
10
what
minutes was
Bree's
enough.
I don't
Because
know
when
what
I do
Bree's
a reaction
problem with
video of
me
somebody's,
is.
I don't play
you
their whole
can't play the
video.
whole
It's
video,
supposed to be a
y'all.
percentage.
Sorry.
And we all talking at the same time, but I'm trying to explain why I'm not going to play that whole video. 10 minutes of it was
I don't
enough.
know what Bree's problem is. I've been nothing but supportive to her. So I don't know and I'm not going to get into this, but
So
hi
Diddy
love.
Whoop Whoop, you're saying it's on there too? It's I don't know. Okay, go ahead.
Hi love.
No, I already said what I said. I just said I played enough. I understand from what I heard why people is spinning a certain negative narrative. I heard how Kwani to me was leading you, and maybe that's what it looked like, But the other part I can't play because me and Kwani ain't that cool. I'm not gonna play her whole video. 10 minutes was enough, even with the fair use. That mean a percentage. I'm not playing, the whole video.
Anybody on here knows already that when it comes to Devon's death, they already know that I get upset about that, and those people understand why. So for anybody who's saying I blew something out of proportion, yada yada, I have a reason. Okay, so you have to understand that when somebody I have a report which says that happened, yes, she's never lied to me about something like that before. And like I said, I'm listening to what they're saying, and now people are saying, well, there's more, but nobody's giving a specific timestamp. But I'll stand in it.
There's nothing more, boo. There's nothing
that's
more.
not what
I
happened.
did not say anything.
But like I said, I'm very sensitive about what happened to him. So for anybody who doesn't get it, you just don't get it.
Hey everybody.
Hey Brand, I know you're at work, so go ahead.
Yeah, hey everybody. So I just want to say this. The whole video wasn't played, and that's fine. If you feel like from what you heard, you want to apologize, then that's on y'all. But I stand by what I said.
I don't want nobody apology.
Hold on, wait. Let me say this. I stand. If you want to apologize,
Terry, let us speak.
If you want to apologize, that's fine. But I stand by my feelings. I stand by my stance. I stand by what I said. The whole intent of that whole live was messy. It was nasty. And for you to get up there and say anything and to paint any kind of picture and to say everything that you said, if you go watch the whole thing, you will understand how I feel. And then ever since then, things that have been coming out of Terry P's mouth has been nasty. So me personally, I don't fuck with her. That's how I feel.
Fine.
But
I'm
yeah,
fine
it's
with
nasty.
that.
She be saying shit. She be talking real fucking reckless. That whole live was a whole dig, and she didn't even understand that she was playing it to Kwani hand the whole time.
But that has nothing to do
That's
with
the whole
me.
point.
I didn't
But
come
she
up
did
there
say
being
nasty shit.
malicious.
You just gotta watch the whole live.
Do anybody have a timestamp from a certain point that I didn't get to? Because I don't want to play Kwani's whole video.
I'm not telling you to go. I'm not telling you to go play the whole video. That's not what I'm
no,
saying.
No, Brianna, I'm not saying that. I'm asking people because I really do want to finish watching.
But what I'm saying
watch it alone.
What I'm saying is this: people can feel like I lied. That's fine. You can feel that way. But I'm saying my interpretation, what I heard, what I feel from back then, yeah, ever since then, I've been very distant from Terry P. And she knows that. That's a fact. She knows that. She could tell you that's a fact. I've been distant
don't know
from
that.
Her. That is a fact. I don't talk to her. I keep my distance from her, period.
I did
that
not,
is a
because
fact.
if I would have known,
that,
I would have unsubscribed from you.
Other than that, I'm good. But if somebody else wants to go, if people feel like they want to apologize and they feel like I got it wrong, I'll take that. I'm cool on that. But
I'm not upset with you at all, Bree.
I'm not upset with you either. I'm just saying I just don't want to play.
I don't feel like y'all mad at me. I'm probably yelling. because I really don't. I'm yelling because I'm just trying to get everything out real quick. But yeah, I don't feel like anybody's mad at me. I don't feel like anything. What I'm saying is if I led you to believe something and you now feel like it's different, I'll apologize to you for telling you something based upon my feelings. How I feel about it. That's how I feel. That's my feeling. So
I feel like by her being there, period. That's why it looks like that.
Yeah, no. I get it. I'm just saying based upon my feelings. That's how I feel. I'm talking from my feelings. So if anybody else wants to apologize, I'm cool with that. But I still stand how I feel.
I don't think it's a lie. And when I get off here, I'm gonna finish watching the whole video. Cause like what I said, Kwani was leading, and I'm trying to explain to her how it looked when she said something was off, or they pleaded for 15 minutes. Kwani was leading it on. So maybe you are. Somebody said collateral damage.
Excuse me, Miss Bless, but facts versus how you felt, how you took it, are two different things. The fact was I did not say anything disparaging. Period.
So when you said something wasn't right, what did that mean?
Miss Bless.
And I'm not badgering you either. I'm just asking questions because I'm trying to get you to see that people are going to spin different narratives, Terry.
No,
that's all I'm trying to get you to see.
You're trying to justify.
Oh, Lord, listen now. See, now this is the second time, and you saying I got to justify something. I'm asking you questions. It sounds like you're trying to get a little shady with me. I'm just trying to tell you what I see, and people are going to spin narratives. I'm looking at the whole situation.
Miss Bless, I want to be respectful because this is your platform.
Well, be respectful. You ain't got to keep saying you want to be. Just be it. Because
Okay.
I don't want nobody to think that you getting dragged and jumped on over here. I'm just trying to look at the whole picture.
James?
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah. Child, this is too much.
It's a lot.
I literally came out all this stuff. Again, that's woman stuff. I ain't hear about all that. But what I'm saying is common denominator.
Mm-hmm.
Common denominator. Now I know that you like her, but the last couple little swing matches you've been in,
Kerfuffles? Yeah.
no fisticuses.
Right.
And where is she? Where is she? Because the bald-headed bitch drops down and get to screaming and yelling any other time. Where is she? That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say.
I do. I hear you. It's too early in the damn morning for this shit.
Good morning, everyone.
And I'm going.
Hi,
hey, good morning. Hey, mother.
Bye, love.
All right. Hey, boo.
I really was trying to get back to when I was trying to ask Billy Boy some questions, but I guess I just went somewhere else.
Okay.
But go ahead. And to those of y'all in my chat saying this lady's getting ganged up on, she's not. I'm looking at the whole picture, and I see what you're saying.
She was getting ganged up on previously. After this, I'm not ganging up on her anymore. So
yeah, and I'm saying this to this one person that keep mentioning it. Come down, do this.
I'm not saying that.
That's not what's going on here. I'm looking at the whole situation.
Well, I'm gonna leave, but Boo, thank you for listening and being open to...
Yeah, I can stand in it. I can eat it, Terry.
Yes. And I thank you for that.
I wish though that you would maybe affiliate yourself with someone different or whatever. Like I said, I felt that I know that family was on. I know personally that they watched those things that Kwani said and what have you, and I didn't like it.
Okay.
All right.
I'm receptive
and
to that,
so
and I
did not hear you say that you were. I didn't hear you dragging a child. Did I hear you maybe implying some stuff? Yeah, I did. Maybe saying, well, maybe he did this, maybe he did that. I think Kwani is trash though, and I'm not changing it. And I'm not gonna back down from the apology. I said I'm sorry. And I think other people who, heard, because I know I'm not the only person who heard that Terry P was dragging the kid.
Yeah. So Jessica B get exactly what I'm saying. I see all sides now. My issue was some disturbing and mockery remarks Terry made, but I don't crucify her, but Terry.
Like
Kwani had full intentions on making you the bad guy.
I'm collateral.
That's what I just read.
Yeah. So Terry, I wanted to try to catch you, hon. I only have a few minutes.
Kimmy.
Hey, so Terry, I'm gonna tell you, Terry.
Okay.
I was in my fees a lot bit, because I was super disappointed, and it's not about anything else other than what Jessica said, which was and I think what is happening is you're getting caught up in the moment.
Yes.
But some of the things that are being said, it really makes you look so crazy. Okay. And I don't think that that's necessarily your intent, but that's the outcome. And what I want you to just kind of stand back and see, Terry, is no matter whose platform you're on, is that you have to figure out who really sets you up for success and who does not.
Okay. And let me say this right here, Shell. Terry P came up here, and that's how it all started. We was talking about Funky Danita and Philly Boy and all of us. Terry P came up, and then that's where it went. And Kiki, you have to keep telling her to come down, because I'm not attacking her. I don't think nobody's attacking her. People are just trying to let her know what's going on. I believe everybody here today spoke the truth. Let me put this down like this for a minute. I believe everybody that came up here today spoke their truth and how they felt and how they interpreted it. Nobody was lying. Now I'm good, because you don't let nobody talk. Go ahead.
So Terry, all I'm saying to you is, dear, is that you have to figure out where, because you have to figure out who's going to set you up for success, and the environment that you've chosen, that you have the YouTube ships with, is not necessarily the environment that positions you in the best light. So whereas on another platform you would maybe have the opportunity to reposition yourself, it's just not happening where you are. You're a grown woman. You make whatever decision you want to make. But I am telling you that sometimes your affiliations determines ultimately the outcome. And yes, for the folks in the chat, yes, y'all got tickets to the therapy train. I don't hate therapy.
Don't nobody hate this lady. That's not
No,
true.
no. I don't hate therapy, and I'm glad that therapy clicked the link, because healthy dialogue is what gets us to a better understanding. So, Terry, it is what it is. We're responsible for the own energy that we bring. However, as content creators, the content creator is responsible for creating the atmosphere. And I am telling you that nobody was mad at you when you fell out with Tracy. Like I said, the whole set to fall out. Teresa fall out with Teresa, then everybody cuss everybody out, and then we be all right again. So it wasn't about that. My problem is that you are though judged by the company you keep. It just is what it is. And while you can throw caution to the wind and say whatever, and you don't care, ultimately, Terry, what you say has an effect on people. One, and the same with me, same with any of us. So that's all I had to say, Terry.
Now, that wasn't the case for me, though. I wasn't judging her by the company she kept, because prior to yesterday, prior to hearing that, I didn't dislike Terry at all. I didn't have anything against Terry prior to the other day.
Right. So I'm just speaking for me.
Because I don't see them as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Terry is Terry, the other lady is the other lady. So for
Yeah,
me,
no, Terry is her own individual, absolutely. What I'm saying though, Boo, is that the environment by which Terry chooses to communicate her thoughts, ideas, whatever, is she's not being set up for success. That's all I'm saying.
I kind of just think it depends on the person, because I just don't always see it that way, because I feel like she has the right to go wherever she wants to go. And I think as a grown woman, nobody can make you do something when you go somewhere. So I'm not going to blame it on her being on the panel with Kwani. She has her own mind. She has her own mouth. It's just like right now, I'm not going to blame somebody for saying that she said something and then she didn't say it. And so I'm not going to use that as an excuse, okay? Or whatever. I took someone's word for something, didn't verify something for myself, didn't listen to it for myself, because several people told me something and I was wrong. And I'm just wrong. So
Right.
everything is for her. If she does something, she is accountable for herself, just like I'm accountable for myself. So I'm not going to do that, because no, I'm not going to push it off and say she was collateral damage. Terry P is a grown ass woman. She knows how to carry herself and what to do and what not to do.
Yeah, ultimately it wasn't Kwani's platform, and I think ultimately you really, for me, I'm just looking at the big picture, Terry. You ultimately are responsible for yourself. Some of the comments maybe have been taken out of context. I don't know, but the country club stuff, like nobody cares. I don't care about any of that. You can belong to a country club or not, and I would like you. I would have the same affinity for you one way or the other. So I don't care about cars being paid off and none of that other shit. I just don't care about that. It's just not. Yeah, it's just not that important in the big scheme of things. And you go where you're celebrated.
Yeah, and I accept your apology, Boo. And I hear what Boo, you and Kimmy are telling me. I hear you. Um and thank you. I feel sometimes on these streets,
Mm-hmm.
we sometimes you need to listen for yourself. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And I'm just grateful that I was vindicated. And I understand where the both of you are coming from. So I'm gonna hop off, Miss Bless, but
Okay.
there's no hard feelings, Boo. When I came on, it was hot.
Right.
It was hot. But it was too damn early to be that damn hot.
So Brianna is coming back up, and I'm just going to say this. So, you know,
I'm done.
I don't know. I'll drop the link again.
Yeah, no, I'm done.
Okay.
Okay. You guys have a wonderful day.
All right.
Have a good rest of your day, Tara.
Okay, you too. Bye-bye. And thank you, Miss Bless, for allowing me on your panel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for coming.
I'm gonna hop down, Miss Bless.
Okay, bye-bye.
That Bree isn't. I feel like Bree is entitled to her feelings. Bree was a lot closer to this than I was, so I can't tell Bree how to feel. Whatever Bree listened to, that's how she felt about it, and it is what it is. So,
hey, Dimitri, lit all day.
She wants y'all to drop the link.
I think I did. Let me do it again.
I think she did.
I did. I'll do it again.
You just dropped it, right, Miss Bless?
Because I feel like everybody spoke their truth. Everybody see everything different. I feel like everybody spoke their truth and what they feel and how they heard it. So I, and it is. I gave my opinion how I feel too. You've been led on. Hey, Billy Boy, welcome back.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing?
Go ahead and let Brianna go, being as though she's at work, and then I'll talk about what my situation is.
Yeah, I'm on my 15, so I got a couple of minutes. Well, I'm about to go on my 15. I'm just wrapping up a case, but basically, here's what's going on. So let me say this: if I was trying to because people say that I lied on purpose. No. I watched the live from the entire thing, and I'm speaking from my position of what happened on how I lived it, right? So, okay, let's just say this. So, from what y'all heard, no, she didn't say exactly what I said, but y'all didn't watch the full video. But that was my interpretation of what I took from the video, right? That's my interpretation. And I never, ever, ever was going to say anything because it was never nothing to be said. Because I wanted people to treat Terry P how they've been treating Terry P. Because that was my personal issue. And I said that last night. I said, Brianna, have a personal issue with her. And I just deal with her from a distance. Is that what I said last night? That's what I said last night. But then from there, after it was said, after Pettyville was thrown into something, and I'm like, but Pettyville don't even have an issue with Terry P. They've never had an issue with Terry P. Pettyville don't even know that I don't even really deal with her like that. Because whenever with anybody, and I do mean anybody who's ever approached me, I always say no. Because to me, it was deep enough for where I felt some kind of way because I knew what was going on. And then my thing is, once somebody show you how they're gonna deal with you, and then with everything that's always been said, like with things that she said over in Avatar Nation, I just always like, yeah, I'm good on that. That's how I feel. So I wasn't gonna ever say anything. So when people say, oh, you purposely lied, or you purposely did this, or you purposely that, no, that's not my character. That's not my character at all. So that's why I say if people want to apologize, or if I let people a certain kind of way, then I can say, okay, my bad for doing that. I'm speaking from my position, how I feel and what I took away from the entire situation. That's me personally. So that's why I don't want anybody to feel like I led them wrong or I did this or I did that. No, I was only speaking for me and how I felt in that situation. Okay?
And that's why I said everybody spoke their truth today of how they comprehend what's going on. So to me, nobody was wrong. Because I feel like I'm not wrong in my interpretation either. I said I think Quality led her on, and I can understand why people took certain things in certain ways. And I'm not mad at the lady. I barely see her. I just started going over there to the circuit. I used to see her on Tracy's. In other words, I ain't got nothing against it. I just voiced my opinion, and that was it.
And Brenda, I agree with what you said on that about it being your interpretation because, like you said, when you listen to it, you heard one thing. When I listened to it, I heard an entirely different thing. You know what I'm saying? So I did see where you could say, okay, this is what was meant. But she did, in my opinion, I'm more of a literal person. She didn't literally say that. So for me, that's where I'm coming from. Like, she literally did not say that. I know what you're saying. You're saying there was an implication there. You're in your mind, the way that you're looking at it. What I'm seeing is that you're saying that they were trying to be funny on the sly. Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
I get what you're saying.
Because my thing is because let me just say this. I understand the situation happened. And plus I know who you ride with. I know who your loyalty is to. You get what I'm saying?
I get it. I just don't.
You get what I'm saying? So then I know who your loyalty is.
But for today, I don't think Terry P is a nasty person. So for me, my perspective is, I'm willing to give her the benefit of the doubt and believe that wasn't what she was trying to do.
It's very nasty undertones. It's very nasty.
She does have it at times.
And then it's just everything that's been said over in Avatar Nation. You get what I'm saying? So it's just
I don't go there, so I don't know. The only reason I went was because of the other stuff.
On top of that. It's things on top of that. And no. She never says Pettyville or she directs it to anywhere else. But the things she says in your face, like, oh, when she's, oh, well, no, we don't do that over there. Oh, no, we don't have stuff like that over there. We don't act like that over there. It's just other things that's said. You just take it for what it is. You get what I mean?
Well, but that's called, to me, read between the lines and interpret what you hear. I always say read between the lines and use your own discernment. But yeah, she can get a little feisty there because she said a couple of times what I was doing, and I said, no, I'm grown. But anyway, carry on. She can get a little feisty.
But again, that's my personal issue. You get what I mean? So that's why I never even wanted to say anything. So when people say that I purposely was out here trying to do her dirty. No, I would have did it months ago when I first had the issue. That's why I was going to keep it to myself. And I only said anything when Pettyville was brought up. Let me just be clear on that. But yeah, I'm not in any way, shape, or form mad or upset or anything. I just wanted to clear it up. That's it. And I'm going to be back in the chat.
Okay. Like I said, everybody interpret everything different. Thanks for coming up, Brianna. Oh, go ahead, Billy. Now I know you've been patiently waiting. I forgot where we left off at, but what is your interpretation of all this?
Oh no, I don't care about this.
I don't either. I was trying to get back to
I'm down there in the chat.
I can't remember what we was talking about. I was trying to ask you some more questions.
You were talking about
No. Hold on.
Go ahead.
No, it does have to do with this situation, but I'm just trying to make sure that I didn't misread something. And you know how you read, and you may have read it the wrong way. Because Shell is telling me that I read something the wrong way. So if I read it the wrong way, then I need to apologize and make it right. Me and Sammy just had a little exchange, but I don't think that I actually read it wrong. But if I read it wrong, then I came up here so we could clear it up and I can go ahead and make it right.
Well, you asked Sammy. Let me see what you said. I can't keep up with this child. I'll be trying. Sammy. Sammy said something?
Yeah, there's a misunderstanding. And that's why I said, well, let me just go up here because now we're typing and now it's all screwed up. And let me, before we end out and leave, read what wrong. Did I read what you typed in wrong? Because they're telling me that I misunderstood what you meant.
And
so if I misunderstood what you meant, then by all means, I'll apologize.
Well, I missed the whole comment, so I really don't know what's going on.
I missed it too, so I have no idea what they're talking about.
I mean, does Sammy want to come? If Sammy wants, I don't know if I've ever even seen Sammy on the panel. If you want to come up and explain it,
Sammy?
Yeah, and then we just say because we ain't got to be arguing if it ain't was what Sammy wrote intended for James. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to be walking away with an attitude or leaving Sammy with an attitude, and the exchange is bad if I read it wrong. And Shell saying I read it wrong. Miss and a couple other people say I read it wrong. So if I'm reading it wrong and I'm out of order, then by all means, let me fix it.
Yeah, you still here, Sammy? Because I really didn't see it. I don't know what's going on. If you're still here, you don't want to come up, write it in the chat. I think I got the phone fired up, whatever way you want to do it. Somebody was trying to call me while we was in the heat of the moment not too long ago. I couldn't get to the phone at times. So I don't know who they are. But I know one thing. I'm trying to be getting out there in a little bit. So I don't know who was trying to call me. What, is Sammy still here? That's one of my trusted mods. She don't really be.
What was being said wrong is what I'm asking.
Wrong is what I'm asking. What was being said? She don't even know what's going on. Sammy would definitely say. So maybe something was been wrong. Sammy's one of my mods, as you can see.
Well,
I
Sammy
know she likes you, so
I
maybe something was been wrong. So I don't know what went on. I didn't see it.
What I read was basically that Terry got two people that aren't really in her corner for real, and one of them is right up there now. At the time, I was on the panel, and then the next comment made reference to he. I'm the only he to been up here other than Ken, and Ken ain't been here in a while. So that's what I'm saying. Is that what you were actually saying, Sammy? Because that's what I responded to. That's the way I took it.
Oh, you feel like they were trying to say you weren't in Terry P's corner?
Exactly. I don't think that what Terry said was wrong. I don't think Terry P's back is being had properly. So, okay, so what you wrote and what I read is what you were actually saying. You don't feel like I had that I didn't have Terry P's back.
Well, I thought it was Terry P against me, and I support Spill It Boy too. So
yeah, I don't know. They want me. Did he want me? What did they want me to come and whoop your ass, boo? Is that what you know what I mean? I'm not going to say nothing about it. What I said about that, I don't take that back. Okay, so Shell, y'all see that wasn't wrong. That wasn't wrong. I took it the right way, and that's fine. And when I told you to go straight to hell, Sammy, that still stands. And fuck you.
So what?
It don't matter, Bless. You missed it. It don't matter, Bless. You missed it. You missed it. Yeah, it's been taken care of.
Yeah, because I don't understand that Terry was up here on her own with Boo.
Terry, I stayed out of it. I don't have nothing to do with none of it. I wasn't on Kwani's panel. I don't know nothing about the video. Didn't see the video. I was hearing it for the first time right with y'all. I didn't have nothing to do with it. I don't got nothing to do with none of the stuff that was going on with Boo and them. So no, and I'm not coming up here fighting Boo. And Sammy can feel how Sammy feels, and that's fine. That's fair. But at the same time, it's fair for me to tell Sammy to go straight to hell.
That's why I
understand y'all had words.
Because it was I let it go by.
Right. And
then Sammy continued putting shit in there on there, so fuck Sammy.
Yeah, and I said 1,000 times that this was my opinion. This was me talking.
Except Boo, I ain't coming up here and fuck with you about nothing you said to nobody.
Right. Even like the Miss O, she was gonna come up here and try and take up for me. What I said, I don't need no help. And I don't
Sam, it's all right. I mean,
I really don't understand why then that was said. I mean, Terry came up on her own. She brought this whole subject up, something I wasn't even talking about. And everybody was saying something about Sammy. Now, I don't want to get into this because that's my moderator. I like it. And, I love my Spilly Boy, too. So, I really don't even know what to say about this. I didn't even know that this was even going on. I really didn't. Y'all, just
right. And it was what it was. I'm not. It was what it was, Sammy. It ain't got to be a beef.
Because, but what I want to know is what.
I don't know how you want me to respond. You're out in the chat.
But why you have to have Terry P back? She came up here and did good on her own. I'm not understanding none of it now because I thought it was between Boo and the ladies.
Why would he pick Terry P over me? Hell, I was the one who needed help. Terry P won. If you ask me, she done walked off of here. We done played the video. She didn't say what they said she said. He won the fight. If anything, why he gonna help the winning side? He would have came and helped me. So I'm just trying to figure out why you have to pick Terry P and help her. Terry P didn't need no help.
And see that, and again, everybody's entitled to their opinion. Indica thinks that Sammy's right, and that's okay too. And fuck you, Indica. See?
I got other stuff.
Easy. It's real easy. It doesn't. I mean, it ain't no real big deal. It ain't no real big deal.
So
fuck you.
At the end of the day, we figured out that
somebody just showed me the statement. Okay,
Terry P got vindicated. We can go back to life is normal, and it was a lit live. What more y'all want? People got cussed out. We fought. We made up.
Now this is one little thing I don't want going on because I didn't even know
this
this was
going to go on, though, Bless. And that's why I told you to just leave it alone and don't put yourself in it. Because what I don't do, I don't play pincushion. Y'all know, don't fucking play with me.
Wow.
And I don't care if it's a content creator, if it's a goddamn subscriber. When you say some fuck shit to me, there's a chance that I'm going to tell you fuck you. And that's the way it is. And I don't really care where I'm at.
Wow.
Well, hey, let me say something?
Hey, it don't matter that the bitch got a blue wrench. I give them out. I don't give a fuck about that. You got an opinion, I got an opinion. We all grown. You don't like how I move? Fuck you.
Hey, please don't yell at me. But I just wanted to clarify something. Here's what I was taking. Can you guys hear me? I'm sorry.
Hey,
yes,
Shell, yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, here's what I was taking from it, because it's not just this panel. It was what I was taking from it is Terry P. And I kind of didn't want to say anything because I think she's been piled up on enough. And I don't want to be, I had my things to say to her yesterday and I don't want to do it to her anymore. But here's what I see her doing all the time is constantly invoking James's name, which I don't even think is good for James. And she does it so much that she makes herself look silly. Because then if James comes up, he can't, like in this situation, he likes Boo, he likes her. There are women fighting. So he's not taking, he's like, look, I'm not going to get involved. And it feels like, or let's just say I perceive it as she wants him to kind of come in and save her. And it happens on a lot of panels. So I read it. That's how I read it. I read it as like, Terry P kind of, what are you doing with all this? Because we all love James, but nobody professes their love the way that Terry P does. And then all these dramas happen. And then James is like, okay, I got to drop off. And so that's what it's, I thought it was a perception issue. So I just wanted to clarify that. I can't speak for Sammy. I like Sammy a lot and I like James a lot, but I mean, this is what I feel. Cause I used to watch Avatar Nation every night cause I'm an insomniac. And I swear to you, almost every night, Terry P gets on that panel and talks about James.
Yeah, sorry, Shell, with this James change. I ain't never changed. Go pull a video from 2014. You'll find me saying the same thing. Kiss my motherfucking ass. Sorry, Shell. Go ahead, baby.
I just wanted to, I didn't want there to be any unnecessary mess because, you're right, James. Sometimes we type and we don't, it's hard to get our intentions. And so I think I just wanted to clarify because I was supporting Sammy in it because I'm like, yeah, Terry P is constantly doing this and it looks silly.
And I don't owe you no motherfucking respect. How about that? I don't owe you shit. Ain't you down there talking shit? I don't owe you no respect. All I owe you is my open asshole.
Protect Terry.
Okay.
Wow, hey, I'm reading. Everything is getting sent to me now. Wow.
Okay. So I'm hopping off. Just wanted to clarify.
Thank you for coming
on. Sorry, Shell. And I heard you, Shell, and I tried to come make it right. I really did.
Right. I wanted to.
And I got no problem with that. Humility is really not one of my issues, but y'all can make it be whatever y'all want to be. But if you think that you're going to sit in a chat and challenge my integrity, man, you're going to get what you get.
Okay, all right. So, Mother, I'm about to get off. Miss Bless, somebody named Miss Kept Secret in the chat.
Peace, love, cut it out. It got to be quicker so they can get the full zap.
I know who Miss Kept Secret is. Let me see. Is that the one? Let me think. Miss
Kept Secret be in the chat all the time.
Yeah, okay, that's what I'm going to say. Yeah. So what about it, Kimmy?
Miss Kept, what's tea? You never did anything to me. I don't have a problem. What's tea?
Welcome, seventh girl, stage girl. I'll be over there in them bushes.
Hey,
I hope that's the real you.
And Miss Kept Secret, you're okay with me too. You had your opinion, and I don't have a problem with another person having their opinion. Your opinion was different than mine, but I stood in my opinion. So I don't have a problem with you guys in the chat having your opinion. I think the people in the chat should have an opinion and a different mindset. Now, you know how you come at people sometimes, like if somebody's coming at James crazy and he wants to cuss him out, I get that.
How is it that I'm trying to intimidate Sammy? I literally sat over there and watched. I didn't respond to Sammy's first comment. I responded after Sammy made 3 or 4 comments, drilling it. Sammy was going at it with that little situation about questioning me with 3 or 4 different people in the chat. Was I supposed to sit there and just read it, huh?
What did
And
I
why?
talk about
Tell
you?
me, why am I different than anybody else over there? Why is it that I'm not supposed to talk back to y'all?
I don't know,
And
because
it's bad if you come to my chat, you'll be crying, talking about, I was in your chat and you didn't speak to me. Make it make sense.
It don't make sense.
I just feel like this: if you type something to a person, you got to expect them to answer back.
Well, I'm used to everybody answering for themselves, but I really didn't expect this one, y'all. I'm still baffled about what started this and why what started it.
What started it is that Sammy was over
I
there
just don't get it.
trash.
I remember Spilly Boy got down for all the ladies to discuss this. I still don't get the basis and what started it, but wow, I just don't know what happened.
Okay, Miss Kept Secret.
I really didn't, because I know that was your moderator, but your moderator was out of order, babe.
Okay, Miss
Wow.
Kept Secret, I'm finna go. Miss Kept Secret, ma'am, you said that you don't know how to feel about me on the chat yesterday. Ma'am, I don't even remember that. So that just means if I said it, I said it. I'm never gonna deny shit that I said. But I don't have an issue with you, my love. I don't know you. Now there's several other people in the chat saying, fuck you, bitch, goodbye. But that's not me. I don't have a feeling one way or another. I am agnostic. I have no feeling about you one way or the other. So if I said that, that's true.
And sometimes you can interpret the things wrong in here.
Right.
So, and I know Miss Cap Sipper is another person that's over here all the time too.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with her, Miss
Yeah.
Bless. If I had a problem with her, I'd get up here and say it and just cash out and cuss her out. But I don't have no problem with her.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, okay, Miss Cap Secret is all good.
Yeah, it's good, Miss Cap Secret. I don't have an issue. Mother, I'll talk to you later because I get itchy when you start hollering and screaming.
I
Bye, boo. Bye, Miss
know, and I
Bless.
hate to see my favorite people.
I don't like playing with me, Kimmy. I mean, I'm all for the jokes and the drags, but I don't like all that fucking playing with me. I ain't into it. I don't like it. Sorry. I don't like it.
Well, I guess I'm not gonna never get back. I don't remember what we was talking about.
Funky not even, but we have really pretty much covered.
I know, yeah, I know. And I've almost look how long I've been on here. 3 hours and 40 minutes and counting. Wow, this has been a long morning and a lot of unsuspected stuff, but you never know how your life is gonna go. And I'm trying to, control it as the best that I can.
No, Sammy, we're fine. We're fine, Sammy. We agree to
I hope y'all fine.
It's all right. We agree to disagree.
And I be wanting the moms to respect my guests, respect my mom, but sometimes they're gonna go at it because this ain't the first time something happened between the mod and the guest. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to prevent it. Everybody grown, and if you say stuff, people gonna clap back. So then I'm gonna be the one. Oh, Lex, so I'm gonna know on a mod. No, that's not the case. First of all, I didn't know what was going on. Tell the truth about it. Secondly, Spilly Boy went up here with us when we was going to therapy. He took himself down. Matter of fact, I was saying where Spilly Boy at. I want to keep talking about what I was talking about, but he moved himself out the way so all the ladies can talk. So beyond that, this is. Anyway, I've just lost the words now on that one.
On your own. I don't ask Miss Bless to protect me. I didn't ask James to protect me. I don't have to go around calling out people's name. Whatever it is, if I click on the link and I shoot a bullet, I could take a bullet. Period.
Right.
And I know
that was really not my business. I don't even have a leg to stand on. I don't even know nothing about it. Like, I don't even know. I didn't know. I hadn't heard the video. I heard that video for the first time when you just played it. I was shoveling damn snow. I was out there shoveling snow and listening to y'all. When y'all started that, child went out the door with the shovel. Because it ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm trying to mind my business.
Had you jumped in, though, it would have been a gay man is jumping into.
I wouldn't have did it. It would have been. It wouldn't even been. We would have never even got to the gay part. Boo. It would have been an old nebby bitch getting in other people's business. Is what it would have been. Because I ain't had a dog in that race.
Well, I'm glad you didn't jump in because, like I said, it allowed us to get everything.
And I was right, and I'm saying, where's Billy Boy? Because I was trying to keep on learning about the Chappelle guy. I was talking about other stuff, but Terry came up and they came up.
Y'all
Here we
see
go.
real women scrapping it out. When I'm gonna jump in there and get my wig pulled off. No, ma'am. My business. Take my
Speaking of
tennis shoes.
wig, I like the wig you had on the other day when somebody tried to show your picture compared to Didi. What's her name over at Class Culture? I said that's beautiful to me, and that's still the style right now these days. I got a blue wig, you know what I'm saying? I got that color. She had a what was the read in that? I didn't never understand these reads people be doing.
Of course, she
I
crazy.
don't get it.
I call her Judy because she crazy. Got her night.
But that was beautiful, and just like the videos they putting up at you, you know what I'm saying? I said, "Where's the read?" I'm enjoying watching some of the old stuff. You know, what part when you was doing your shows. You know, so I don't see the read in it. I
Girl,
really
we just
don't.
laugh at her when she do a little something, and I just go ahead and laugh at her. Child, I'll make a joke, and y'all laugh, and she'll get mad all over again, honey. It's all right.
Well, we covered a lot today. Wow. If anybody ain't got nothing else to say, I'm gonna get out, but I appreciate everybody that came
I'm
on.
tired. All right, bye, y'all.
Yeah, I am
All
too,
right,
girl.
baby.
I think I done broke my record up. 3 hours and 43 minutes. I think that
Besides, yes, just too much. Come on, that's just too much. 4 hours.
They can't take that from us. That was a good live. I don't care what nobody said. It was lit.
Yeah, it was lit, and
And y'all
nobody got
sit
dragged.
down, y'all
Everybody just
fell out,
voiced their
fell
opinion.
back in, and got some things cleared up, and
Right.
everybody ain't leave mad. It's cool.
That's cool.
All
Everything
right,
is
I'll see y'all
calm
on the
now.
street.
Thank you
I'm
for the cash app, Rob. Just now sent it.
girl.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, y'all.
Thank you for coming up, Billy Boy. I was just gonna say something to somebody. Yeah, I need a nap too. Y'all ain't even ate no breakfast. You never know how your life gonna go sometime. You know, I never really expected it, but one thing led to another. Nobody is leaving mad. We just ironed that out too with Billy Boy and Sammy. I don't know what went on with that. You know, I love both of them dearly, of course. I'm glad we got this over with. Terry P. If y'all want to watch the whole thing yourself, the link was in the chat. Welcome all the new people that came. I seen you 7 stars. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you stopping in. Miss Cap Separate. I'm glad everything did not go wrong with you. It was a misunderstanding. I'm just glad everybody leaving now not mad. Okay, that's the best I can say. Now I'm gonna do my music and we gonna get out of here, y'all. I'm starving. I didn't realize. Oh, but Lady Nika was talking about a picture of Nika. I hope that y'all see it and see how beautiful she is. I wanted to show somebody, but I didn't. I wanted her to do her own grand thing opening, you know. But somebody did already showed it, y'all. So I guess it's okay now. She's beautiful. Y'all just wait till Friday. I'm finna get on out of here. Okay, so I'm not gonna even joke. I'm just gonna say bye to y'all in person. Can y'all start dropping the diamonds? I think I'm about to go get me some hot links. I'm hungry. So drop the diamonds if y'all don't mind. Let's get some diamonds dropped out of here. Then I got to sit in with this. Have a blessed day. You too. Oh, Pizarro's going live, y'all. Miss Pizarro says she's going live. Is she here? Put it in my chat. You going live, Miss Pizarro? Let me go back up. I think she said she's going live. Well, anyway, y'all go check over there and see if Miss Pizarro live. Miss Pizarro, I'll be in the bushes, baby. I'm gonna make me some breakfast, okay? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make me some breakfast, Miss Pizarro. If you're still in here, let me know if you're going live. If not, who's going live? Promote your channel. Y'all know Peace Love got a new channel. Just because over there got a channel. And who else? Well, y'all know. Just go watch everybody that we support. Thanks for joining here. Yeah, so she got a channel. Who else got a channel? That's new. Go watch Dimitri Lit. She be lit over there for sure. Everybody be lit, and we still waiting for Lady Nikki to come back. She's already advertised. She's gonna be on Friday, y'all. So y'all drop them diamonds, and Miss Bless got to get on out of here. I don't know what my like said, but thank you very much anyway for the ones that I do got. Y'all, can y'all see them? Drop them diamonds, y'all. It's been a long day.